Let's ride. We are back. I think. All right, here we go. Hey, welcome back. You guys should be able to hear me now. I believe you can hear me now. Let me know. Welcome. See, the thing with medicine, I have actually taken. Yeah, there we go. All good. Where are they? There we go. Let's go. All right.
I mean, the chat can't be more thrilled. They were worried for a minute that it was just going to be me talking all night, Chris. they were going into panic mode, whether they said it or not.
It's you know how weird it is when all of these settings get all messed up. But hey, welcome in, everybody. I hope you are having a fantastic weekend. As mentioned, it has been a fun one here. We had to kick off for the preseason, all the full slate of preseason games. So we're going to be talking a lot about that here coming up. As you can tell in our headlines, we are going to be talking a little food tonight. You guys love food, so we're going to be doing a little bit of some tailgating foods, tier lists, because let's face it, some of you guys are going to be doing some tailgating. You're going to be watching the games with your friends. We're going to be getting all that stuff situated, but we're going to make sure you're in a great spot for all of that. However, for right now, you guys are in the Action Lab, the premier sports and entertainment talk show on Twitch. It's like chatting sports with your friends and your family in your own house, except for the fact that everyone's all over the planet. Everyone's all over the world just chilling with us here tonight on Twitch. So, guys, thank you guys for all being here. We already have a big crew here chilling with us. Moon Princess Casually, Football, Devil Doc, Buffalo Jack. Who else do we got here in the chat? Chairman, what's up, Chairman? How are we doing? G Girl, what's going on, G Girl? Let's give a shout out to G Girl because obviously she's always crushing. G Girl, hope you guys are doing well. Go give G Girl some follow. Orioles fan, what's going on with you?
So, do we have a fantasy league? Wait, what? No, what?
We have so much going on here, guys. So make sure you guys, first of all, in order to know what we have going on, you have to be able to jump in on all the things we have going on, and that's our socials, that's our Discord. We have everything popping off here. So make sure you guys join in on all of those things. Discord, here we go. If the bot's up and running, bot's not even running.
Why would that be running, Chris?
It would never. It's never.
We're only a year and a half into this. We'll figure it out eventually, guys. Chris, I did want to mention. You said, we're like having a conversation on sports in your own home, except we're across the world. Chris and I are willing to do in-person home visits for a small $10,000 stipend. Just want to put that out there for anyone interested. I don't know if you have a birthday party coming up or something, or just want to hang with us on a football Sunday. A small fee of $10,000 will get us to wherever you are. How about that?
We'll just be a part of
a deal. What a deal, Chris.
We'll be part of your party.
I'll tell you what. We'll even prep some of the food for the watch party or tailgate or whatever. We'll go over the list tonight, but yeah, Moon Princess apparently is in. So I'll give you my Venmo and just shoot that 10 grand over, and we will talk.
Yeah, no, let's do it. Let's make it happen. I drank enough last night for this whole chat. Ooh. Well, you have a great chat when you gotta have a couple drinks to gear up for everything, right? LOL 10,000. That's more than any of my portfolios combined.
Sounds worth it. I don't know if you've seen the market recently, but you're just losing money there casually. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Hey, Dr. J.
What's up, Dr. J? Scotty A. Smith looks different. Like in a good way or a bad way?
I hope in a good way. We missed you, Dr. J. Thank you for popping back in. It's been a while. Let me see let me sell a kidney real quick. Hey, if you guys,
hey, we're not advocating that, but I'm not going to tell you not to do it because it seems to make sense to me.
Yeah. If I mean, we are pretty important though, Scotty. I mean, I can see people selling kidneys for hanging out, wanting to hang out,
Yeah. I'd sell my kidney, but I don't think anybody I don't think anyone should take my kidney. I don't think it's in great shape, Chris.
Okay.
And then my liver's in even worse shape. So But
All right, I'm gonna hit you with
Dr.
a.
J probably would know that.
I'm gonna hit you.
Liver's not doing well.
With a little hold on to your butt, because we have something coming at you guys. Guys, real quick, I have to get this out. I'm itching. We have some leagues ready to go. These are our pick'em leagues. If that shows right. Hold on.
Two different.
Hold on.
I see it in there. Nope. That's not what you wanted.
No, that's not what we wanted. No.
Let's go.
0 for 3 tonight, guys. This is new. We're a new stream. We're figuring it out. Bear with us.
Here, does this come through? No, it's not a. It's
Dr.
not
J, I'm going to start selling my body parts in Mexico.
It's not a full thing.
How much can I get? How much can I get for it?
Here, we're struggling tonight. Nothing's working right now.
I'm doing great.
That makes one of us. Here.
What's wrong with those links? I'm confused. You just wanted the picture, like the image? Is that the problem?
No. It's just we're just for some reason.
I mean, I see links. What's wrong with the links?
Here we go.
I'm very confused.
I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna make this a command, and we're gonna see if that works better.
Casually, pardon my obliviousness. That's hard word. But I think I got it. But are these paid or free leagues?
These are
free. These are both of these. One of these is a pick'em league. So it didn't highlight it. Highlighted for me. One of these is a pick'em. So super simple. Every week, go in before the week and pick. All you have to do is pick the winner of each game. It's not there's different ones where you have to pick against the spread or you have to weight each game on confidence points. We're keeping it a little easier than that. So you just pick the winner of every game every week. I usually always lose the Thursday night game because I forget to go in and do it, Chris. So that's what I learned last year doing this. And then we're also just doing a Survivor League. So the other one, the Eliminator, is a Survivor League. If you haven't, I assume most of you know what that is, but if not, you just pick one team each week to win. As long as they win, you stay alive. You just can't pick that team again moving forward, and you make it. And the moment you lose, though, you're out. You're out once you pick a team that loses. So I'm very confused because I see the links. They look great. I don't know what's happening.
Well, they're half links.
They're not good links.
No,
I got it. Links are potato. You could probably, so I don't know, but if you go to the fantasy page on ESPN, so we're doing everything this year through ESPN.com. So both of these leagues, including our fantasy leagues, will be through ESPN. So I'm assuming if you search for a group called Action Space Lab, 2 words, Action Lab with a space in between, you could pull up the leagues. That's the league name for both of these. In the Eliminator and the Pick'em Challenge on ESPN. And Chris did put in here the password because they are private. Password for both is LabRats, 1 word, capital L.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send these links over to you on this one. Let's see.
You being me?
Devil Doc. How about this?
I was like, with great power comes great responsibility. I don't think I'm ready for this, Chris.
Devil
Even though
Doc.
I sent the links to you. So what happened, Chris?
I don't know what's happening here. Oh, I know what's happening. Hold on. I gotta pull up something else here. I don't think the links shared the right way on Discord for some reason. Hold on. Here we go. Here, we're just gonna put.
I sent it to you in Discord, and it takes me right to the page, Chris. Right to it. Well, I didn't actually click on the live link, but let me try that. Again.
There we go. Hold on. Here we go. There we go. So that's what happened.
We did it, guys.
We did it. And now somehow there's still people watching, Chris. Despite us trying to just
let's go.
Again. No, a Mandalorian. I set it up correctly. A Mandalorian, by the way. Good to hear from you. Glad you're in the chat. Good to hear from you. I set it up, but I set it up correctly. I'm blaming Chris again. Chris is a little off on Sundays, it turns out. I don't know if you were with us last Sunday, but Maybe I'm gonna blame Chris on this one. Usually it's my fault, and I will take responsibility. But I feel good that I did nothing wrong here.
This is 100% your fault.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
What?
All right, there's Pick'em and Survivor, I believe.
Hey, how come I look weird?
Because I'm getting these all.
Hey, but if you guys see that screen, I posted our links in our Discord to Chris flawlessly. So not my fault, guys. You can see it as he's looking at the picture. That is what I sent to Chris.
All right.
I clicked on those links, and they're glorious. They're glorious links.
Here's what we're doing. We got it all figured out, my friends. Here we go. Ba-ba-ba. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. So as I was saying, those are two different links with the Pick'em and Survivor. Password on both is LabRats, one word, capital L. LabRats, one word, capital L. Free to join. We'll have prizes at the end of the year for winners of both. So it costs you nothing, unlike the appearance fee of 10 grand to get us out to your place, which I still think is a steal, Chris.
It's for sure a steal. Yeah.
I don't know how we haven't had people like DM us in Discord already on that. It's coming.
Let me see if this.
What the 5 fingers say to the face? What? Slap.
All right, there we go. There it pops up. It comes out all weird, but hey, it's better than nothing.
I don't understand, Chris. What comes out weird?
Well,
What's coming out weird?
It's not coming out weird anymore. We're good.
Okay.
Exclamation point contest.
Goodness. And that's the end of our show. Thank you,
hey, that's
everyone,
all we had
for coming.
That's all we had planned for today.
What a stump. Oh, everyone's leaving now. I was just kidding, guys. I was kidding. We're just dropping on like flies that people just join in. They're like, oh, they're done. No, we're not.
All right. There we go. I don't think I need a password, though. Perhaps I'm doing something. We are fine. We're good. Just... we'll see how many people are in there. We're going to be promoting this every single week, every single show up until this. So if you're not able to get it now, go ahead and we'll help you through it. It's going to be in our Discord, so make sure you're part of our Discord. It's going to be part of everything we have going on coming up. So we're just trying to get these out first so that you guys can join in and have fun. They're free to enter. We're going to be giving away sweet prizes from our Action Lab Rat store. So make sure you guys come in and it's a free shot at winning. Now, we will be getting some things going when it comes to our... we're finalizing our 2 rosters for both of our fantasy leagues. So, with that being said, we already have, I think, 21, 22 people that have already committed. So, we're going to be reaching out to those folks individually once we get through. Scotty, you had a way you were going to go about doing that, I think, right?
Yeah, I think with everyone who's shown interest in our Discord, I'll send out a link, which basically... We're gonna set up a couple draft dates and times, and you basically say what ones work for you through that, and then we'll adjust the leagues accordingly. A couple dates and times, what works for you, or if both work for you, or if neither work for you. If neither work for you, you might be fucked. Gonna be honest there. Make one work. Anyway, Helv in the chat. I think that's our first spam code yellow from someone just in the chat being like, I'd like to announce that I'm going potty.
I like it. I like that a lot. APC, what's up? How we doing?
I do like it. Dr. J, everyone always tries to blame Scotty. Thank you, Dr. J. It's true. And it's ridiculous. It's only my fault 83% of the time. And recently, we've seen a lot of 17%, okay, on Chris's side. I just like to announce that. Marie, I'm not setting this up tonight. Okay, that's fine, Marie. Just keep in mind, again, it's in ESPN, not in Yahoo. It's not in CBS. It's in ESPN.com.
Yep.
Entertainment Sports Programming Network. Cuban with a good question. For the password, is it one word or one word? Either works, actually. Either works. So just put that. And now we're just confusing people. Moon Princess, I made my week 1 picks.
She's ahead of the game. Look at that. Boom. There you go.
Roger.
Wise ass. That's Murray. If you haven't figured that out yet, I don't know what to tell you. That's just kind of who I am. Moon Princess. I just checked your picks. Bold take picking Buffalo to lose week 1 against the Rams. Wow.
APC is jumping off the bandwagon. Is he jumping? I don't know if he's jumping off completely the Tom Brady bandwagon, but new NFL team. He's going for the Colts this year.
For the Colts.
There you go. Congratulations. Right. Fantasy League, says Athletic. Fantasy League, we are actually, if you guys haven't requested in on our Discord, the Fantasy League will be getting, we're choosing those and getting those organized this week coming up. So if you didn't go in and join our Discord, here's the Discord link. Go ahead, try to get in there and let us know. In the announcement section, there's a thumbs up thing where you can go and make sure you let us know if you're interested in the Fantasy Football League. I think there's only a couple slots left. So you guys, if you haven't let us know already, now is your chance. Otherwise, we will have to send some people away if you're on the outside looking in. So,
yep. I love Moon Princess. You dick. I just looked again to make sure I did my picks right. Just to be clear, guys, I can't see your picks, so that was me joking. I cannot. That would be cheating if I could see all your guys' picks and then I make my picks accordingly. I can't see your picks and then pick them. Don't worry.
APC, I love Colts quarterback. He loves him some Matt Ryan. He loves him some Matt Ryan. That's fine. Hey, they're going to be good this year. I think they'll be fine. Hey, what's up, Andrew? How you doing?
Andrew. Andy, how you doing? Good to see you, buddy. How's it going?
All right, cool. So we have a couple things we're going to get to. Hit the follow button if you have not already. If you're here hanging out with us, hit that follow button right now. I want to see the Shaq shimmies coming through. Number 2, go ahead. If you haven't linked your Twitch and your Amazon Prime, do so. !Prime in the chat. That is the way you can subscribe to any one channel you want for free once a month. So you got to keep it re-upping it. It doesn't do it automatically. So make sure you go in. If you did it before, just do it again. But !Prime in the chat. Let's go. And that's the link. There you have it. To go ahead and make sure you guys are all situated on subscribing to one channel. Hopefully us, but otherwise,
how much does that cost, Chris?
I want to say it's definitely cheaper than what we offer for our appearance fee.
Okay, so under 10 grand, guys, to do.
It's under 10 grand.
Sub. I think it's 10 grand less than that, actually, if I check the math correctly.
It's free.
For those of you just joining, we did discuss. People want to hang out with us on like a Sunday, and I said that's an option. It's a all in. We provide food, tailgate, drinks, 10 grand weekend for you guys. And that gets Chris and I both out there, regardless of where you are in the country. You do have to be in the continental United States. That's the only rule we have. I'm making this up as we go, by the way.
You're doing great. You're doing great. No, it's free. It's free. So guys, just go ahead, hit that subscribe button. It means a lot. All right, finally, we just want you here chatting. We want you to be here enjoying the sports chat, enjoying the food, the chat for that, and just have fun with us. Just like if you linger in the background, that's totally fine too. Lurking around in the background, that works, but we want you guys to participate. We want to get to know you guys a little bit better. So make sure you do that. If you want to leave some bits and a message, we will hear it live on the stream. Just go ahead and type your message along with your bits, and those will come through, and we can hear all of those in real time. So there you go.
Catching up on the chat, casually average week. Hey, by the way, Broncos, what's going on? Welcome. Casually average week 1 picks are in. I love that some people already picked their week 1 picks. Like I literally go over it and I click, I unclick, I freak out, I lose my mind. So good for you guys. Mackie, where do I sign up for kicking Scotty's ace? Foul language. Don't love it, Mackie. Well, we just gave out links to free Pick'em and Survivor leagues that we're running this year. They're free to enter. Click the links above Mackie in the chat, just above you. Pick'em is just picking the winner of each game every week. Survivor, you probably know, just picking a winner every week and can't use them again. Andy makes a good point, Chris. I don't know, maybe I don't think we have this, so maybe moving forward, like a list some sort of prompt that lists out all the
commands,
all the noise prompts, all the commands.
Here, I'll throw it out there.
Idea.
We have exclamation point drink and exclamation point slap. Those are common. We have exclamation point hold on to your butts, and we have exclamation point possible. Anything is possible. And then
I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that. There you go. And then hold on to your butts. Woo!
With the 5 fingers, say to the face.
And slap. Does the command work on slap you, Chris? Like, has anyone ever tried to slap you before?
No, yeah, it's happened a few times. I can tell Scotty has many fans on TikTok.
So many.
Yeah. No.
I'm world renowned on TikTok.
And then I don't know if bingo works. Exclamation point bingo. I tried to fix that one, but
Moon Princess has slapped you before.
Yeah, no, it's I've been slapped a few times, but
hey, thank you, Marie.
All right.
Hey, bingo works too for when we get into Sunday Night Football. All right, we got that. We got some of these things going, so we are
here for that.
Let's go. So yeah, we only have 5 of them. I'm trying to create more. I'll create a whole list, so we'll have them all for you ready to go as we get more and more going. So I'll try to put that together for you guys 100%. It's funny because everyone wants to slap like really rapid fire, but like there's cooldowns for that reason. See, I got you. Is that Scotty or Billie Jean?
It's not. It's Scotty or Michael. Some say Michael isn't dead after watching me perform Billie Jean on our last show. If you weren't here last stream, for some subs, I did decide to do my own rendition of Billie Jean, just like the Hard Knocks rendition from Aiden Hutchinson, Chris. So,
and guys, if you didn't see what Chairman of the Board put together in our Discord, you have to go check that out. You have to go check that out. Go into our Discord. You won't regret it. So, all right, Scotty, I think that's pretty good on everything we want to get to off the top of the show. Let's go ahead. We have a couple of storylines we can get to, and then we're going to dive into some tailgating tier lists because I think that's what people really want to get to is the food. We love talking food on this show.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just reading the chat.
Oh yeah, no, go for it.
Speaking of, will you do bingo for Thursday night game? We're still trying to figure out Thursday night for sure, but likely. We'll see. I don't want to say anything definitive. We're still figuring out Thursday night.
Or maybe
what's going to happen with that.
We do something different than bingo on Thursday night. We do one game on Thursday, maybe bingo on Sundays. Sundays is kind of always our go-to bingo night. So if you haven't been with us on Sunday Night Football, you're not going to want to miss out on that because we do bingo. We gift out subs to the community. We have a lot of fun. We're commentating the game. We're making sure that the Manning cast, you got that out there. That's fine. You can join then, but they don't hold the flame to us, Scotty.
Yeah. No. Couple more. Moon Princess said, I laughed so hard I cried at that. Talking about the Billie Jean. I don't know how to take that.
Hold on to your butts.
Mackie, if you close your eyes and ears, could easily have heard Michael Jackson.
Yep.
Trying to keep up here. What else we got? Sounds good. There was one above. There was a question above. I lost. Hold on. JK with you get 20 shots, Chris, from NBA half court, which is also called half court because their court is regulation size. You make 2 out of 20, you get $50 billion. You miss all 20, you get 40 years in prison. So to be clear, what if I make 1? Does that mean I just push like nothing happens? Because first of all, I'm doing it because I'll make 2 for sure, but I'm open once I cross half court, Chris. That's kind of my range. What do you think? What are your thoughts?
I would do 2. I could hit 2.
Yeah. Now, would I actually do it? No, because what are you going to do with $50 billion? Like, I don't even want the responsibility of having $50 billion.
Would you rather?
That sounds awful.
Would you rather do it for like 25,000? Is that a little?
No. That would be a
what you could do
Chris.
with 25,000. You don't know what you could do with 50 billion.
Yeah. What I do know is if someone in the chat got the 50 billion, That's a lot of Sundays you could spend with Chris and I at 10 grand a pop.
Oh man, you'd be
So I don't know where they're offering that, JK, but if they're offering, guys, think about it. There's a couple of you that I would be totally fine with spending 40 years in prison. I'm not going to name names, but I think there's some of you in the chat that it's worth it.
I mean,
take a risk.
50 billion. You're immediately
50 billion.
You're immediately the second richest owner in the NFL, behind Mr. Walton.
I don't think that's correct. He's
got like 68 billion, and then there's like a gap to like 40 billion or something.
Like I haven't looked it up.
Yeah.
How is Jerry Jones? The Cowboys alone are like
Jerry Jones is
at
like
least 10 billion.
Jerry Jones is a little lower on. He's like third or fourth on the list, fourth or fifth on the list.
I think he could sell the Cowboys for like 12 or 13 billion.
Oof, maybe. I mean, the Cowboys they're the highest value team.
Yeah, in all of sports, across the globe. Now, they didn't look like it last night, Chris. They looked like horse shit last night.
They didn't look good. We're going to talk about some preseason week 1 takeaways here coming up soon. Scott, you can buy the Lakers and fire LeBron.
Ugh, but then he would just go somewhere else. I would want enough money where I could guarantee he's out of the league. I just paid him underneath the table to be like, I don't want to ever hear from you or see you again. Then I would do it. But I don't think 50 just. But I don't. How much do I have to give up of that 50 bill? You know.
Yeah. No, you might have to give up a little bit. Ravens won the preseason again. There you go, Orioles fan.
Mackie, if I got the 50 billion, we're going to start a sports stream house. Scotty, you get the basement. Now, granted, this is going to be a fire basement. This sounds like an OnlyFans like mansion.
This sounds, yeah,
Chris.
This is getting
like 24/7 access to us, and an OnlyFans account for sure.
What do you think our wives would feel about us moving into a streaming house for sports? How do you think that would? How do you think that would?
I can't speak for yours, but I think my wife would be pro on that. That'd get me out of the house, Chris.
Yeah, there you go.
She'd be pro on that.
Boom. All right, let's dive in. We have a couple stories we're going to get to initially right off the bat. Let's dive into those. We like to warm up a little bit on this show and, talk about some of the bigger things that might have happened. So let's go ahead. I'll drink to that. Let's go, Helv. What's up, Helv?
Sir.
Hold on to your butts.
Hold on to your butts. Let's go.
I really wish I could hear the hold on to your butts. I bet it's great.
It's great.
I bet it's great.
Here we go. Let's talk about it. We got a little bit of some news coming out. Hey, remember that trade deadline where the Padres literally acquired everyone to build a super team? And then remember when one of their superstars got just suspended for taking 80 games and putting something in his body that you're not supposed to take? Well, that happened to Mr. Tatis Jr. right here, and he is out for 80 games suspension. We've talked about this, Scotty. We've talked about this, man. What's weird about this one, right, is the fact that he came out and he was so like nonchalant about this in his response, like, let me see if I can find the quotes here. But like, and I'm having trouble finding it. But mainly the takeaway was, yeah, I definitely let my team down. I took something I definitely didn't. I should have checked before I did. I'm going to take the suspension and I'm going to, think about what I did. Pretty much like, I mean, it was very like, yeah, I'm not going to challenge this. Yeah, I didn't, like it was weird to see how chill he was about. I mean, he just signed a massive contract. He signed a massive, 12 years or something stupid contract. And it's just like you have one of your best players here just not understanding what he's putting in his body.
He's listen, he's going to be fine. Like, he's going to be fine. He's going to miss 50 games. He's not going to care. He's going to get all the millions. He's going to lose a little bit of money this year. Whatever. He's going to be fine. But the Padres literally just sold they went all in. Kind of on this season. Not that it can't continue to other seasons, but this season they went all in at the trade deadline. And like literally a week or two later, you're gonna fail a drug test when you haven't played a game this year. And then it's total BS. He tried to blame it on like, oh, it's something I'm taking for this or that.
Ringworm.
No, it's for ringworm. Which what he tested positive for does not treat ringworm at all, from what I'm understanding. So I'm not buying that. I don't care. Like, and the Padres have kind of come out and said like, we're super disappointed in him. Like they haven't protected him, which they shouldn't. They shouldn't at all. This is garbage and trash. Like, dude, this team has done everything to take care of you and put you in a position to win. And like, you're sitting out for a long time. And I get that. But it's just a bad look from a kid that's going to make a lot of money, but seems like he is a kid. Like he's just an immature, like needs to probably, I don't know, to me, and I don't know him obviously, but it seems a little like a selfish move. Like he only cares about himself, and when he loses out on this, he's like, whatever. Like he doesn't care about the fact that this could cost the Padres a World Series this year. Like theoretically, they're in it to win it. Like they have a ridiculous roster with him in it because he's, when healthy, a top 5 player in the league in my mind. Like that's how good he is. He's a top 5 position player in the league, and he blew it. And he doesn't seem overly remorseful as he talked about. I think it's super weird about that, but he just feels like it's a guy that needs to grow up. But when you throw $340 million at someone at 22 years old or 23 years old, like, does that person ever grow up, or do they just continue to be a child? I don't know. We'll see with him. But this is, I mean, like, listen, I was excited to watch the Padres with him back, and that lineup, you could argue, is the best lineup in baseball without a doubt, with all the moves they made at the trade deadline. So him and Juan Soto to go along with Manny Machado would have been ridiculous to watch. And now we don't get to watch it this year. So it sucks for the sport. It sucks for the team. It sucks for management that's sold out thinking they're going to get this guy back.
Jeez. It's like,
and you know who it sucks the least for? Kind of him. It doesn't suck that bad for him.
Oh, he's living the dream. He's still getting paid, you know? I mean,
the suspension doesn't include payment, but he'll be fine. It's a small stipend he has to pay. Probably 10 grand, Chris. A small stipend. Just a reference. Again, 10 grand will get Chris and I out to your personal area to watch a Sunday of football. A whole weekend if you want.
A whole weekend with us. Can you imagine anything better? No, it's crazy. Especially this is another black eye. You've had, a lot of stars that you had the most recent like rash of all of the testing and everything else. I mean, with Alex Rodriguez, Robinson Cano, Miguel Tejada, Manny Ramirez, Ryan Braun, like some of the bigger names. And then this just kind of adds to it. Like he just adds to like this, baseball's trying to get more relevant, especially with younger fans. They're trying to make it so that I'm going to touch on a lot of this later, but they're trying to get just more exciting. And nothing is more exciting than like young athletes who are really just moving the sport along. Like, you have Soto, you have Tatis Jr., you have a lot of, especially all on the same team. Everyone was going to be watching these games, and they will still watch San Diego. They're still fine. But it's just when you have something good, it just always, there's always a catch. There's always something that comes with it. Real quick, by the way, thank you so much for Andrew gifting a sub to a Mandalorian.
Hey, thank you for the gifted sub. Love you, buddy. Stack Attacka. At least he didn't say it came from a burrito like Shelby Houlihan did.
Roger.
If you can test positive for steroids from burritos, I'm in bad shape, Chris.
Oh, I would have. There's no shot.
2 to 3 burritos a day. And that's just, those are snacks. So I don't know what to do now. Dr. J, anabolic steroids or any kind of steroid can make ringworm worse because they weaken the skin's defense. Yeah, like I saw, like he tested positive for like
Hold on to your butt.
clostebol, but there's also something called clobetasol and they're two very similar words, but very different in the medicine world. And the one he took is like, yeah, you don't use for ringworm. I'm pretty sure.
It's weird.
He's full of shit.
he's just let's just say
that I had to spell it out in case kids are watching and don't know how to spell shit. Chris.
By the way, it's great that we have people that are like, Dr. J's coming in with all of the scientific aspect of things going on, like myth busting all the things that he's saying is like kind of bullshit, right? Like, it's nice. It's nice to have that. Let's see. If you can test positive for steroids from Burritos, I'm up Schitt's Creek without a paddle, says Moon.
Yeah, you and me both, Moon. Andy, I just so badly don't give a crap about baseball. And that's fair. That's fair. Thanks for hanging with us anyway.
Well,
we'll get to football soon.
This is, yeah. So we were just touching on this real quick because this was kind of big news that came out, and we were just like,
I mean, can you imagine? Let's equate this to a top 5 quarterback in the league in the NFL getting suspended for the rest of the season, mid-season, for some sort of illegal substance. Like, can you imagine the news that would create? This created news, but not like, as I said, he's a top 5 position player, and it created buzz and news, but it should create the same amount of news if baseball gets on that spectrum as football of a top 5 quarterback in the league. That's like, I'm trying to think of top 5 quarterbacks. I was going to say Russell Wilson, but he's nowhere near that.
Oh, don't even start. Don't even.
That's I was going to say Mahomes, but he's 1, and I don't think Tatis is 1. I'm trying to figure it out here, Chris. Who do we list at 5? Somewhere around like a Joe Burrow testing positive. Moon Princess. Not Moon Princess. She's Josh Allen. Sorry, football wife. Either one of those guys testing positive and missing the rest of the season. That would be the largest story in not only sports, but maybe the world. Well, certainly in the U.S. outside of politics, which we don't try and touch on too much here, Chris, because it turns out people disagree on that.
People just, politics.
They don't see eye to eye.
If you want us to come over and talk politics at your house, it's a cool $50K. Because that there's just, it's a whole different fee there. I bet he likely got it from some shady pain management doctor or an ortho doc. Probably. Yeah.
He probably, and I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but like, I'm not sure he stayed in the US the whole time. So he probably went to, I don't know if he's Cuban or what he is, actually. I should probably look that up. And maybe he got bad advice from a bad doc. Mackie, I got monkeypox from a burrito. I don't think that was a burrito that gave you monkeypox, from what I've heard, Mackie. We won't get into that too much, though.
But yeah, there you have it. So we will go ahead. We'll monitor. Obviously, the Padres will be in good shape moving forward. They still have a sick roster. So, hey, we'll see if they can outlast the rest of the division. Obviously, the Dodgers are pretty much up there for favorites for the World Series, and then you got a couple really solid teams. You got my Mets still in the mix too. The Mets are still in the mix. So
DeGrom and Scherzer will always keep you in the mix.
I might.
And they were good before them. So
I might have one of my teams that actually have something to root for this postseason. So that never happens for me. I'll take it. Money Magic, what's up? Can't players just go to the team doc for all medications so it's safe and won't get them in trouble? You would think that's pretty safe.
Of course they can, but I mean, imagine you as a 22 or 23-year-old that's been offered $340 million. Like, you're on top of the world. You don't care. You're just like, and honestly, I think he took whatever he took in order to try and get back quicker. Like, he's frustrated probably that he's been out all season. He's trying to get back. So I get that, but like, terrible advice. And it's hard to talk to a 23-year-old and be like, hey, you can't just do this. Like, a 23-year-old with, 340 million is on top of the world. They don't listen to anything, Chris.
It just doesn't make it still doesn't make sense to me. It's just like if you put something in your body, especially if it's not from a team doctor, like red flags or yellow flags or something should go off in your head at some level and be like, hey, maybe you should just check this out real quick. Just a quick call to the team doctor, a quick call here. Nope, we're just gonna go ahead and we're just gonna pop that thing and we're gonna be good to go. I got ringworm,
They're untouchable.
Stupid.
Untouchable.
Yins are making the postseason. I'm sad Pirates fan. What's that like? I mean,
Moon did comment every time Chris slides his microphone across the desk. It sounds like a fart.
It's actually my rusty like thing. It's just the arm. It makes some weird sounds.
I was gonna blame it. I was like, I just time out my farts with when you move the mic to make it seem like it's your fault.
There you go.
But I was trying to protect you, Chris.
But it's a trap anyway.
It's a trap.
Yeah. I'm giving you bad advice right now. Don't take it.
Yikes. The 30-year curse of Francisco. Cabrera. Sorry, friend. Sorry, friend. Yeah, Moon Princess. Not sure if this pinged on your radar, but the Vegas Golden Knights may be in the market for a goalie this season. Their starter, Robin Lehner, is due for a knee surgery and is expected to miss the entire 22-23 season. Interesting.
I did actually see that, and I couldn't be happier. Not for Robin. I have no issues with Robin, but everyone hates the Vegas Golden Knights, right? So, G Girl, how's the hair today, Scotty? Probably pretty bad. I went to the pool. Now I'm wearing a hat. So, but I'll give. I don't know. I'll just show it.
Oh, showing the hair. There you go. He's putting it on display for you guys. See, he's the man of the people. Scotty is a man of the people.
Not good. It's not good, Chris. It's not good at all. But here we are. This is what we're working with. The good news is, at my age, it hasn't gone anywhere, and that's what I'm thankful about.
You know, people don't typically see my hair. I don't know if that's worth seeing at all, but I got a little bit of the, I got the grays on the side though, so that's not the, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. No. I mean, I don't think there's been a single moment in Action Lab Twitch history that we've both not had a hat on. So that was a big moment right there, Chris. Mackie, Scotty, Andy, and I are going to need a couple of those Action Lab hats. Absolutely, of course.
So we're switching our team store to. I think we're going to go with something more substantial. So we're making a transition. Scotty, I haven't even told you about this yet. But
no, this is news to me, but Marie thought I was bald and I'm losing my mind.
No, he's not bald yet. He's not that. That gray joint is looking sexy, just like you, buddy. Ooh, I love it.
To be fair, Mackie calls a lot of people sexy, so don't feel that special.
All right, let's dive into some football action. Let's see what was happening in this first week. Now, obviously, you dive into preseason and you realize what you're watching. I mean, you're seeing players that you didn't even know existed. He's got to get it all worked out over there.
I'm actually just trying to figure out if a backwards hat works for me. Put in a poll.
but
I don't know.
Should Scotty be wearing backwards hats or forwards hats? Let's just.
I don't think it looks good right now. So, but I'll let the people decide.
So let's dive into some of these week one of the preseason storylines. And there's so many storylines across this first week. You had Zach Wilson has a bone bruise and a meniscus tear. He's expected to miss 2 to 4 weeks for the Jets. He's got a little arthroscopic surgery. He's got something going on, so that's a big issue for the Jets. Then you had Jalen Hurts, who had a nice showing, in his first outing. Again, it's preseason. We're just trying to make what we can of these because we know we just need our fix until it's actually the week one a real week 1 of the NFL season. What else do we have here? We had George Karlaftis for your boys. He brought some heat, right? I mean, for the Chiefs, I felt like he was okay, right? You had, there's a lot. Scotty, what were some of your big takeaways? Panthers defense looked kind of nice, looked kind of feisty on some of those plays during that game. Matt Ryan had a sloppy start in Indy. We had the young DBs in Buffalo looked pretty good. So what were some of the takeaways that you saw from across the league? What were things that you kind of caught your eye?
I think, Chris, it's important to note this was week 1 of the preseason. You don't want to get too hyped on any performance, and get too excited about it, right? You want to keep your cool, relax a little bit, and realize it's preseason. Okay. I think for me, that is why I'm not already calling George Karlaftis, aka the Greek Freak, aka Karlophagus, the single greatest pass rusher in football history. Right now, because it was only one preseason performance, I'm gonna put him top 10 all time. Not one yet, but oh my goodness, Chris, did the Chiefs get a nice pick with Karlaftis? Remember that name. He will be synonymous with JJ Watt and TJ Watt soon, Chris. He's in that mold. He's going to be absolutely incredible. I'm so excited to watch it as a Chiefs fan. Listen, he looked good.
He's way better than Lawrence Taylor ever was.
No, not yet, Chris. One more preseason game like he just put out, and then I would agree with you. I don't want to rush into anything.
Yeah. Of course.
But man, did Karlaftis look good in that first week in preseason. So, actually, I will say this, though, Chris. With complete sincerity, he was the best player on the football field in that Chiefs-Bears game, regardless of who you're talking about.
Fair. That's fair.
But just preseason. Other noteworthy preseason performances. You pictured him here. Drew, how about let's give it up for Drew Locke. Huh? Come on, Chris. You gotta love it. Drew Locke makes a nice solid performance for the Seahawks and a back and forth battle with the Steelers. Maybe the most entertaining, aka no defense, preseason game I've ever seen, Chris, with the Steelers and Seahawks going back and forth. Like they even made Kenny Smallhands Pickett look good in that game. Yeah. So it was wild, but Drew Locke looks like he has to be the starter. Like he played great. I think his QB rating was like 142 compared to Geno Smith, who wasn't bad, but he was not good either. Anyway, I really want Drew Locke to start in that week 1 matchup against the Broncos. I think that makes that game way more entertaining.
Oh,
right?
I think it has to, as opposed to anybody else fitting that mold, whether they go out and get another quarterback or they, it's like whoever they have, it's not going to be, you got to have those revenge games week 1, right? You have to have those like matchups that you're familiar faces, right? So yeah, I think that would only be fitting. I think that he will. Geno Smith is still, Geno Smith, he's another option there.
He is still in the league, Dr. J.
So it's going to be interesting, but poor Geno. I mean,
I don't feel bad for Geno.
I don't either, but
all.
He's like, man, I might have a shot against winning this job against Drew Locke, and then sure enough, Drew Locke kind of looks okay.
He's played so poorly that most people in our chat think he should be out of the league, but here he is fighting for a starting position. So I don't feel bad for him.
Do the Texans go winless in 2022? They do not.
Absolutely not. All right. Hear me out, Chris. I like Davis Mills a little bit. I like him.
I mean, we had him higher than certain quarterbacks on our quarterback tiers.
We didn't have him super high, but I think we had him too low. Quite frankly,
I think we might have had him a little low.
The rankings, Chris, he was too low. I like Mills. I like him a little bit. I think he's got some moxie, and that's what you need in Texas.
You need some moxie.
Based off of all the movies I've seen that are at a high school Texas football teams, you need moxie, Chris, and I think he's got it. Back me up here, Mackie and Andy. You need moxie if you're going to play quarterback in Texas. I don't know what that word even means, but I like to use it. Anyway,
G-Girl's all about that big neck Mills. Man, he's got that neck is his Hall of Fame status.
It is. Otherwise, preseason, Jalen Hurts looked very good. Got hit hard on a late hit on the sideline. That was a little scary. I don't know. I mean, you don't take away too much. Like the biggest hype I've actually seen on the internet is over George Pickens. I wish Rec was here. Because George Pickens, wide receiver, second round pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers, who I ranked in our draft pre-draft rankings at wide receiver, the number 2 overall wide receiver, Chris. He got picked as like the 10th wide receiver. Guess what? The dude's a monster.
Oh, man.
He caught a touchdown. He had some blocks that were out of this world. Like, he's a beast and a guy that played like a quarter and a half. Love me some George Pickens. That's a huge storyline moving forward. I don't know. Otherwise, it was it was preseason week 1. Like, some starters didn't play. Other starters played a series. So you can't take a ton away from this. But it was football. And Chris, I love it. I will watch preseason football. I give 0 fucks. I will watch it, and I will not love it, but I will like it. I'll like it, and I will enjoy it because hope's eternal. And that's what's great about this time of year is everyone in the chat has a team.
Everybody.
And everyone's team, you're hopeful for your team. You can argue, every single team can argue a reason like, hey,
totally. Here's
how we make a run at the postseason, at least at the playoffs. Maybe not the Super Bowl, obviously, but every single team at this is like, if this person, if this comes together and that comes together and we stay healthy, we can do this. That's what's great. That's what's great about football, because unlike other sports, it's actually kind of true, Chris. Other sports, baseball, you kind of know. Basketball, you definitely know. Going in an NBA season, like, whether your team's going to be, maybe not exactly, but like, is your team trash a little bit? Like, if your team's trash. You kind of know in football, but sometimes we see trash teams that make playoffs. Like, that's what's beautiful about this game, Chris. It's literally inches on so many plays that matter so much, and that is why I love it, you love it, the people in our chat love it, and that's why we will cover it better than anyone else this year.
Let's
in Twitch,
go.
Chris.
Yeah, like, and here's the thing. Like, here's how exciting this is. Even though Detroit Lions, the Detroit Lions were competitive last year. They were in some games that, like, we knew they weren't going to be good, and they still competed better than people thought, and they could be dark horses this year. Like, that's the thing. Like, anything can happen. That's what's so much fun about the NFL. That's what's so much fun about gearing up. We are, what is this? 24 days, 17 hours, 36 minutes, and 16 seconds away. And we are there. And so, man, I'm telling you, look out.
24 days is not a lot, Chris. It's not a lot. Thank you, Broncos.
That's right. Anything is possible.
Yeah,
and
coming from the Broncos fan, I like that, because that was kind of who I was referencing with dreaming big, Chris.
Yeah. Marie, maybe we'll sponsor a hockey countdown for you once we get there. Well, maybe we'll do that. One of those for sure. It's called Garbage Can, not Garbage Cannot, says Moon Princess. Stacka, my Saints and my Chargers both have the same key. They need a tight end. Let's go. They need a tight end on their roster to make a breakthrough. I would say
that would definitely help. That would definitely help. But I don't know if that's a number one key for both teams. I don't know. I mean, I think the offense. I think Chargers, you're talking defense. Saints, you're talking quarterback. Those are your number one keys. I know the Chargers have nice pieces on offense or on defense, but they really haven't put together. Like, there's a reason Herbert's played great in 2 years and hasn't made the playoffs, and they lose games. So, I think it's more on their defense a little bit. I know they got Khalil Mack to go along with Bosa, and that's nice. And you got who's the safety on the back end they got that never plays and is holding out right now? I can't think of his name. Out of Derwin James.
Yeah,
he's nice. Their secondary's nice, but Chris, until the Chargers do anything good, we won't believe it. We will not believe it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with you. And it's crazy. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got what makes this even more fun is we have so many different fans of so many different teams in the chat. Our Action Lab Rat family is like such a diverse fan base of different teams that it just makes it so much fun when something crazy happens for someone's team. We get to talk about it, and we get to like talk about it with you guys. So, guys, we're going to be doing that all season long. Dr. J's Jets stands for just end the season, which they're already. That was the one team that doesn't have a chance at anything.
No, I'm very happy that Zach Wilson avoided a season-long injury. Honestly, I want to see Zach Wilson play. Chris, I like Zach Wilson.
You do
a lot going to the draft last year. So I want to see him play. I'm happy that it seems like it's only going to be 2 to 4 weeks. Mackie in the chat. This is what I'm talking about, Chris. He's like, the Texans are a tight end away from being prolific. Okay, Mackie. I literally don't know what to say to that outside of I don't know if I can say I'm not sure I can name a defensive player that wasn't drafted this year that plays for the Texans. I actually mean that. I feel like I know quite a bit, Chris. I'm pretty caught up on things. Who the hell plays for the Texans? Who plays for them?
Davis Mills does.
Yeah. Brandon Cooks. But they're one tight end away from just bang Super Bowl.
Garrett is like, who looks at the Texans and says, yes, the tight end is the problem. The problem.
Yeah, no. Chris, can we just guarantee that Mackie is in my fantasy league for sure?
Yeah,
I really need him in there. Because he's probably taken a tight end early and often to just make up for the lack of a tight end in the Texans, because that's clearly the issue.
A neck only the mother can love. And then we also have, what else do we have here? All the moms in the New York Jets area are greatly relieved to hear this news about Mr. Wilson, Mr. Zach Wilson. There you go.
Yeah. The moms, actually, I think the moms might be upset. He would have been more around if he was out for the season. But maybe couldn't. Well, he would still get paid them the same amount. So I think the moms are actually upset.
Just a couple other notes here. Hutchinson made a nice little debut. You got a couple losses for a couple different plays that he was on, so that was great. Falcons, we were trashing the Falcons all off season, but Mariota and Ritter played okay. Again, these are the way too early. Like everyone kind of looks good, but that's not going to carry over.
Falcons will be bad.
They will be absolutely trash.
Mariota, I feel bad for. I think Mariota can actually be, like borderline top 20 quarterback in the league, but not with that team. Not behind that line. That line is garbage.
And then you had the Trey Lance era begin in San Francisco. Trey Lance. I mean, he started out. He's
intriguing.
He started out a little rough on his first drive, but kind of got it together after that. He had a 76-yard pass to rookie Danny Gray at one point, which was a nice little toss there. But yeah, this is the thing. Like it's just trying to see, like you got coaching staffs kind of tweaking things and trying to see who their rosters are. Who's going to fit their rosters as backups. So there's a lot of things going into this, but those are just some of the takeaways.
So you agree that George Karlaftis, the Greek freak, was the single greatest player in week 1 of preseason, correct? Is that what you're telling me? Huh? Why even hesitate? That's an obvious answer. JK, along with Moon Princess, would like to comment on the punter for the Bills.
Oh, yeah. There was some stuff going on in the Discord this afternoon.
Big time. I know he's a rookie punter out of Arizona State, right? Arizona State, if I'm not mistaken, that the Bills took in the draft. Ironically, because they didn't even punt in their first playoff game against the Patriots. So, yeah, no, that was honestly, it was a really good punt. And it's hard for me to get excited about a punter just because I hate punting, Chris. Well, I don't like to punt the football, so I don't get that excited about a good punt because I hate the fact that my team punted.
True. But
it does help.
Does it say something? Does it say something about the fact that we've had a phenom kicker last year, Evan McPherson, come into the league, and we have a phenom punter this year? Like, is it weird that we're getting like hype around kickers and punters over the last couple of years, and like, is that the trend we're going on, Scotty? Are we going to get having like superstar punters and kickers from here on out?
I mean, I would hesitate to use the term superstar
compared to,
but like, yeah, just like the game's evolving in other positions, like kickers are getting better too. Dr. J, now Scotty's a hater towards punters. You're damn right I am. I gotta hate every position group and every team in the league. I gotta do it. That's a phenomenal punt. That's a phenomenal punt. But if I'm a fan of that team, I don't like punting. So I'll get excited about it, but at the same time, I hate the fact that we just punted. So it's weird for me. Especially when you have the single greatest offense in the NFL, like the Chiefs do.
Oh my goodness!
It's like punting is a failure. Our punter, he's got long hair. He's adorable. For people that care about that, but I don't like him because he's a punter, and what he doesn't allow us to score points. Chris, we cannot score when we punt the football unless the other team fucks up. And I don't like that.
He did say, Stackus says, makes a good point. Buffalo is a place that's brutal to kickers and punters. So, I mean, once you get later on in the season, you have some.
I would argue if he can punt as high as he can far, that could be a good weapon in Buffalo. Once it gets windy and cold and stuff, maybe the ball moves around a lot if he can punt it high enough and make it tricky for someone to even fair catch it, like, and then muff it. That is a weapon. Punting it far, if you're Buffalo, who had a great defense last year and has a good offense, I would actually care more about it if it wasn't Buffalo. But in Buffalo, he seems kind of wasted because they're going to be good.
Meanwhile, one storyline from the Denver Broncos, one that, is kind of a bigger one that came out. Again, Broncos ended up getting a 17-7 win over the Cowboys. Cowboys looked abysmal, by the way. But Josh Johnson has played for approximately 28 teams, about every league under the sun. He has been all over the place. Well, he had he was chilling with the Denver Broncos since Russell Wilson was not in the mix this past weekend. So, Josh Johnson, hey. Do you think he can make it to every single? Will he be the first player to ever make it to every single team on every single league? Scotty, is that doable? Is that possible? Get him to the Canadian Football League, get him on all of those teams, have him come back, finish out all the teams that he needs to get on here.
I mean, it's going to take a lot of work, and there are a lot of teams that have sense that won't sign him. I love like he looked awful in the first couple drives, right? And then he, had a couple drives and he looked pretty good on. And then of course, in Bronco country, they're just like, yeah, we got a backup quarterback. That's legit. Like, thank goodness he's not our starter, but like if we have to have him fill in, this dude's on his 11th team for a reason, people.
That's true.
He's not good. He's not good. You should not rely on him at all moving forward. No offense, Bronco fans. In the chat, Cowboys looked like trash. Cowboys looked awful. McAdee. I mean, I don't know if Andy's still here. Oh, he is. Cooper Rush for president. I might ban him for that. Andy, don't tell Monder I said this, okay? But I have hated the Mike McCarthy hire in Dallas from the second it happened. And Chris, you know, and people may not know, like Dallas is my NFC team. I have friends that are fans of Dallas, and I've grown to love them. I hate Mike McCarthy. I think he's trash. I don't think he has any semblance of, like, they were the most penalized team of the year last year. They had 20 penalties in their playoff loss last year in a close game against the Niners. And then they had like 17 yesterday against the Broncos. But in reality, it was actually 23. It was only 17 accepted penalties, Chris. 6 of them weren't even accepted because the Broncos had better plays regardless. Like, they're so undisciplined. Like,
it's not a good sign.
I want the Cowboys to be very, very good, and Mike McCarthy is just not that dude. I hated the hire at the time. I hate it now. It's frustrating.
Which again opens the doors for Philadelphia Eagles to make a run in that division. We had a comment earlier. Worst division in football. I think it was the NFC East or the NFC South. Is that what it was? NFC East or AFC South? AFC South. That's what it was. I mean,
I'd say NFC. I'd say NFC East.
NFC East is still. I mean, even I would say, yeah.
AFC South. I think a lot of people are high on the Colts. You still have the Titans. The Titans were the number 1 seed in the AFC last year.
And the Jags. Hey, Dr. J, your husband's going to be in good shape with the Jags. It is something more exciting to root for this year, Dr. J. I think the Jags might be better than what people think. And getting out from under a bad coach, getting out from under all of the injuries from last year, ETN, everything else, they're back. They're starting fresh. I like what the Jags are bringing. I would say you're right. I would say the AFC South isn't as bad as it usually is. G-Girl says it's garbage, but I'm
not saying the AFC South. There's a reason that the question was the NFC East or AFC South as the worst division.
Yeah.
Which I would say they're both the weakest in their conference. But at least the AFC South does have the Bucks, which it's hard to argue them. We haven't really talked about the whole Tom Brady situation, though. I don't know how you guys feel in the chat. Let me know. But like Tom Brady, I feel like the Bucks handled this really poorly if they knew this was happening. Because Tom Brady basically is taking a leave of absence from the Bucks in practice and training camp for multiple weeks. And from what I've heard, like they said it was a family issue, but it's not really a family issue. It's literally just work-life balance for him at this point. Like he's like, I want to spend time with my family is what it sounds like it is. And this seems like it must have been agreed on, obviously, with the Bucks, or he's going to retire and not play this year. Those are the two options. But even still, it's just weird. The Bucks are like, oh, we're not going to tell you before this happens, but all of a sudden, oh, hey, Tom Brady's gone for the next 3 weeks. No big deal. It's just a family matter. It's super weird. They handled it poorly, and I just have a hard time feeling like the Bucks are like a true contender with everything being so like nonchalant. You have not a first-time head coach, but a new head coach. I actually like Todd Bowles a lot. I like Todd Bowles more than I do Bruce Arians. I think Todd Bowles is a better coach than Bruce Arians. So I think they upgraded a head coach, but the whole thing feels weird there. It's bizarre.
it's interesting too, because Tom Brady has always been that like go-getter. He's always been that guy that's putting in the extra work, being there early, being there late, being there on time, and making sure that he is the leader on that team. And all of a sudden he's like, yeah, I'm gonna skip out. I'm good. I'll be with you guys later. Like load management style from the NBA. Like he's already like pulling the load management card, and it hasn't even started the season yet. It makes me wonder whether or not, and maybe I'll do the conspiracy soundtrack here. Like, he's still not happy that things worked out the way they did in Tampa Bay. Like, he was trying to retire. He's trying to go somewhere else. It didn't work out. He was able, like, there's some weird things that are happening there. Hold on to your butts. Or like, yeah, is right. I just like, this doesn't strike me as a guy who's like, let's win. Let's do everything we can. I want to be with my team. Listen, like, if he's got some serious family stuff, sure, I get it. But like, this isn't a normal Tom Brady action this early in like, or at this point in the offseason.
No, this is bizarre and weird, and it just feels off. And he clearly he retired as a leverage move because he didn't want to stay with the Bucks, and the Bucks like called his bluff, and now he's back with the Bucks. And we'll see what happens. Moon
Princess, goodbye. Hey, let's give Moon Princess a nice J.R. Smith goodbye. Hey, by the way, guys, she has the right idea. It's about that time. I'm gonna head off, try to get some shut eye. Have a great night. I'll catch up on the pod. That is a great point.
The last point, because I was confused. I was like, do you want everyone to leave us, Chris?
No. So we have our podcast that you can catch up. Let's say you guys can't make the whole show, or you guys miss out on, a rant, Scotty A. Smith's coming in hot, or you miss out on one of our later segments. Make sure you go in. I upload everything to YouTube, and I upload everything to our podcast. You can catch us on Apple, Amazon Music. You can catch us on Spotify. You can catch us on all the podcast platforms that you can imagine. Go ahead, catch us on every single one if you miss us, and you won't be disappointed. You'll catch everything from our audio on that, or YouTube for our beautiful faces if you care to see those again. Which, Scotty, I don't know why you would want to go to YouTube and see our beautiful faces.
I would argue against that, Chris. We're beautiful, Chris. I don't know. Moon, have a good night. Love you as always. Thanks for hopping on, and we'll talk to you soon. G-Girl. Scotty, you should do a community challenge for a beard. I apologize for my lack of understanding, but what is a community challenge? What is that? Do you know what that is, Chris? How do I do it? What does that mean?
So, community challenges, we haven't done anything like community challenges really here, but
we can raise points. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Raise awareness for lack of beard growth. That'd be no. Andy, my good college buddy here, says Scott can't grow a beard, which was true in college, but nay, I can now. I actually feel pretty good about where it's headed.
You like where it's headed?
I think I could grow a legit beard, and we're headed to off season of baseball where I will absolutely grow a beard.
You haven't grown a beard longer than like a week and a half.
I've never gone a full month in my life. That's true. I've gone longer than a week and a half for sure, but never allowed my facial hair to go a month without shaving. But if it equals something to grow our stream, I will do it. Andy, you cannot grow a beard. I can, sir. I sure can. It may not show up on stream, but it'll be thick in person. Just rugged. As who said in the chat, they were like, oh, it'll look tough. I think was it Dr. J? No, it's gone. We've gone too far. I gotta scroll up. Anyway, I don't know. I lost it.
Garrity in the chat. Round 1, pick 7. Round 1, pick 10 for Pittman, and 23rd, 23. Anything is possible. Happened in my Dynasty League. Thoughts?
I keep seeing it, and then the chat loses me. 107 and 110 for Pittman, and 23 second happened in my dynasty league. Honestly, I wouldn't question that trade. I think that's a fair. I think Pittman has a pretty high ceiling this year. He could fall flat on his face. Like, it's kind of a boomer bust a little bit with Pittman. But like, Pittman finishing as a top 10 wide receiver would not shock me.
Guys, go into our chat. Hit the follow button if you have not already. We have our Pick'em and our Survivor that are in the chat right now. Click those links. Password is LabRats for both. Capital L. LabRats, all one word. Go in and join our Pick'em and our Survivor leagues. Those are free to enter, and you will win prizes if you finish high enough, depending on how many people join in. The more people, the more prizes we give. So make sure you guys are joining in and being a part of our contest. Fantasy Football League announcements will be announced here in the next week. So make sure you guys are staying tuned in on that as well. All right, guys, let's go ahead. Let's jump in. We have a big, we know you guys like talking food, and we know we're getting closer to the NFL season. So with that being said, we need to gear you up. We need to make sure you know everything there is to know about tiering out your best snacks, food.
We're gonna teach you about food,
because we know how to eat, Scotty, right? We know how to put down some tailgate food.
Obviously, I'm doing real good there.
Well, hold on to your butts on this one, I'll tell you, because we are going to be coming at you.
Can't even grip my butt. It's too big, guys.
What's up, H-Down? What's up, guys? Let's go, Astros.
Let's go.
Can't get on board with that. What else? G-Girl said I would never drink again. LOL, but that was after yesterday, and you're already back on the train. Good for you, G-Girl. Get back on.
Back on another one.
Another one.
There you go.
People in the chat. Mackie. Oh, Chris spells the food right. No, I made this. Chris said no.
I've been demoted.
No. Chris has no leverage over anything that we show on stream anymore.
No, it's done.
Which puts a lot of responsibility on me, guys.
Prepare the tables, help. All right, so here we go. We are going to break down, obviously, I know you guys, if you guys are big football fans, you're going to the game and you're tailgating. If you're at home and you have people over, you know, we want to make sure you guys have the right snacks and and here's the thing, guys, in our Discord, !Discord, if you have some go-to recipes, we have a little food section, a little tailgate, game day recipes section in our Discord, where I want you to share your favorite recipes, because I want to try them out. We might even cook some of them on stream. Who knows? I have mine. I'm going to be posting mine. Liquor is food.
Yes. Yeah. It was too many words in the top thing, but you're not going to a tailgate that doesn't have alcohol. So Come on, man. Scott just wants to shower with his favorite food, tater tots. That's a inside joke. Andy was my college buddy, and first time I got super high, I just wanted to shower with my favorite food, which that night was in fact tater tots.
Hey, football wife.
Think about it.
Thank you for the gifted sub to Broncos. There you go. Wife. Hey, congratulations.
She's only gifted 71 subs, Chris.
Her back is still aching from carrying everybody just gifting subs left and right.
Hey,
boom, boom,
football
boom.
wife, I hope outside of the stream you just rest every day, because it must be exhausting to get in here and carry everyone else.
Yeah.
It's exhausting. It's kind of what I do with Chris, and I get it. I try and rest every day.
Oh, brother, getting after this, man. Getting after this. So here, let's look at our tier 1 here. All right, so brisket, pulled pork, ribs, nachos, wings, beer, and liquor. All right, so let's dive into this list, guys. Mm-hmm. So I'm happy with a lot of these. I mean, brisket. I think briskets. Hey, thank you, football wife, for gifting another sub.
72. And she's on life support at this point.
She's executive producer of the show, says Dr. J. Yeah, no, she's already. By the way, football wife, I'm gonna DM you. We're gonna take care of you here. We want to do something special for you. So,
Andy, Scotty, and my brother love you. Hey, buddy, love you. Hey, Andy, come to Colorado. Get out here. Let's hang out.
Can we
get out of Houston?
Can we get a fan? Can we get an Action Lab meetup here in Colorado? Should we do?
Yeah, I'm just worried about most of our fans don't even fans. I don't even know if these people like us. Most of our people that participate, I don't think they live in Colorado. What if it's just us? That's my greatest fear, Chris. We put on like an event in Colorado and then it's just us.
I think G Girl's onto something. Fly out football wife. We should just fly her out.
Oh, 100%. She's gifted 72 subs. She gets a flight out.
Coach right now, but we'll upgrade you to first class there.
Careful. but definitely coach.
Definitely coach. We're not that big yet. Football wife. My head feels like it's going to blow up after last night. LOL. I still have the spins, says G Girl.
What did you drink?
I was gonna say, did we miss out?
What did you drink last night? You're like 24 hours later. That's when never. I was gonna say a weird joke. But that's too long. That's too long for a hangover.
Garrity's like, I won't even travel to the other side of town for meetups, regardless of context.
Okay,
there you go.
All right. But we're different. So Garrity's gonna offer us 10 grand to come meet him or her.
JK, I love this stream. Most professional sports talk stream on here. I mean it. The way you lay out topics and interact is great. Hey, you know what?
Thank you, JK.
I appreciate that. That means the world. And we try to step up our game each and every stream, even though shit hits the fan in the beginning of the stream or we have misspelled graphics. We will figure it out. We usually try.
We like to have fun and we joke around, but at the same time, I think we know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
I think we have some solid intel and we can discuss. But honestly, we need you guys involved too. So we appreciate you guys here because you provide over 50% of our content. If we just talked amongst ourselves the whole time, this show would be like an hour.
Yeah, and
maybe that's a good thing for some of you, but we're rolling towards 3 hours. Don't worry.
So wings, by far my favorite. I think. Yeah. I mean, if we're talking about an elite top tier, I think almost wings would be on their own tier if it was my list here, and it would be like wings tier 1, everything else tier 2 here, and then we would like break it down from there. But beer's got to be classic. I mean, I think that's. I think beer is pretty. And I know we have a lot of people in the chat that like to make their mixed cocktails too. So
I put liquor on there.
Yeah, liquor. It comes in strong here.
That's a cocktail.
Yeah,
that's included with cocktails.
Totally. Nachos, I think, is a guarantee. I have a great nacho recipe. I'm going to put in our Discord. You guys can hang out and check out. Pulled pork, brisket. I think brisket's a weird one only because brisket is very involved with how you go. Are you ordering it or are you cooking it? Because if you're cooking it, that's a whole day process.
You're intimidated by brisket more than you need to be, Chris.
I feel like you're not intimidated as brisket as much as you need to be, Scotty.
No, I've made it. You can do it. Some fans are a little more hardcore and prepared to start, smoking it early on. You can have brisket and have delicious brisket as long as you're dedicated to waking up early in the morning and seeing it out, Chris.
All right. Okay. I see it. But I haven't done I've done a pulled pork. I've done the ribs. I've done the nacho. I keep
telling you, I need to be there for brisket to watch over it.
Yeah.
And it's important.
No, and it's a full day thing. That's the thing with the smoker. You could do the brisket, the pulled pork. I think that's and here's the thing. It's the homemade stuff that we're talking about, guys, because like you can always go out and buy this stuff. That's fine. It's like when you have that home cooked like tier 1 brisket, tier 1 pulled pork. You know what I'm saying? Like those are where it's at. I'm gonna barf. After the liquor shots.
G-Girl, you only have yourself to blame. You had wine, and then you had a wine slush. First of all, never, ever, ever, ever have a wine slushy unless you want to hate yourself the next day. And then you combined it with margaritas.
That's a lot of mix in there.
I have a general rule that you can only have one margarita in a night because there's too much. It depends on what your margarita is, but there's too much sugar, too much sweet in margarita for me. And you'll see margarita on the list later on. I like margaritas. I do. But you can't be having wine slushies and margaritas and feeling like you're just going to rebound the next day.
Ooh, I like this. So
I actually like Dr. J's combo better, and she had a lot.
So Dr. J was like, Jungle Juice is the favorite drink of Raider tailgate parties.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
I mean,
that makes a lot of sense.
Jungle Juice. Rolling deep. I haven't had Jungle Juice since college, man. And that's
Dr. J, even during COVID, was that COVID approved? Was everyone just dipping a cup into a bucket of Jungle Juice, or what was happening? Oh man,
the Jungle Juice. Oh, Jungle Juice. What else do we have? Oh, by the way, we had a redemption. Say something nice about the tight ends from Houston, i.e., Pharaoh Brown, Brevin Jordan, or Anthony Auclair, or fourth stringer Tegan Quitoriano. Well, I'll say a positive thing. I know who's playing tight end for them now, so that's a positive for me.
I'm going to take it a different route and say some of those players on the Texans in their white pants have nice tight ends. I don't know.
Whoa.
Chris, I literally don't know where to go with it. I was just trying to make it weird.
You're trying to make it.
I've heard of Brevin Jordan. I remember him as a draft prospect. Literally everyone else you named, I was like, who the fuck is that? I had no idea. So I went a different route and just went with the tight end route. Like having a tight end, Chris.
Come on,
it's important.
Cupid, what's up, Cupid?
Chairman, trying to make it weird. You succeeded. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so there's nothing really. No one's objecting in the chat, by the way. No one's objecting to this list.
How do you object to it? And I went heavy on the barbecue from a KC perspective. It's important to put a lot of barbecue in the top tier because it is elite. And there are things lower down on the tier that I love, but not maybe for like a tailgate or watch party situation.
Okay. All right. Well, let's dive into tier 2 real quick. Hold on. Let me get this here.
Charity chips, not top tier.
All right. Next tier. All right. Right here, tier 2. Burgers, mac and cheese, chips and dip. Chips and dip are like a weird one, but it's like it's necessary.
Well, no, we can actually that can be a whole subsection.
That could be a whole thing, and that could be chips and salt, chips and guac, chips and queso, chips and
French onion dip. Like
so, that's there's
so many things across the board you can do with chips and dip.
Ooh, all right. So burgers, mac and cheese, chips and dip, jalapeno poppers, bratwurst, mozzarella sticks, and pigs in a blanket.
Chris, you dive in while I do a code yellow real quick.
So for me, like this I think is these are some of the juicier. These are like if I were to classify this one, this would be the snacks that aren't main course options, but knock it out of the park like a main course because you eat like 100 of them. Mozzarella sticks, jalapeno poppers, chips and dip, mac and cheese, like they might not be the go-to. Like if we're looking at these ones, I mean, these are like fulfilling. Like number 1 is like the entrees. Number 2 are like the secondary, like heavy apps that qualify as like a heavy, like substantial, where you just crush them. Jalapeno poppers are one of the underrated ones on this one. Yeah, you guys are right. Spam code yellow in the chat for Scotty. Make sure he knows that. You know what? We gotta get that. Spam the code yellow. Let's go. Pigs in a blanket is an interesting one. That one came around in the last 3 or 4 years for me. Like I had it as a kid. Didn't have it for like my entire life, and then I had it on the most recently last couple years, and it's like back again for me. But I think chips are my kryptonite. Wings and chips are my kryptonite. I could eat chips. I don't know about you guys. What is your kryptonite food that you just like, I'm on a diet, and then someone sets out that one thing and you're just like, oh shit, here we go. There's no way I can avoid this. What is your kryptonite food? I want to know. Chips are mine. Skyler, we're talking about kryptonite foods, about like what is something that you can set out on a table that you could be on a diet. You could be like, I'm eating good today, or I'm going to limit what my portions are. And then they put this thing out, and you just can't help yourself. Chips and wings are my two. Chips, I could eat chips. The Doritos, the tortilla chips with chips and salsa, chips and queso, like we mentioned. Man, like chips, it's a very underrated option on this one.
I love chips, Chris. I have a very large problem with chips. I can have chips with every meal, regardless of what's happening. And that's why I went on keto, and the hardest thing for me was literally not eating chips, to the point I had to buy these like keto chips that were like chicken skins. And they were good, but they were expensive. But not as good as normal chips. Like I can do like a regular, I'm a plain like Ruffles guy, no big deal. But it's interesting. I mean, put it in the chat. Mackey's upset with mac and cheese. I don't know. Why are you upset with that is the greatest side. I will always choose mac and cheese over any other side.
Mac and cheese.
What side, especially at a tailgate watch party, because there are other sides I may choose at other times. But why are you, how can you hate on macaroni and cheese?
Macaroni and cheese.
Minus points for needing a fork. Don't use a fork then.
what do you
just dive in with your hand. It's not a tailgate food. This is a tailgate / watch party. There's going to be a lot of non-tailgate foods at times. I'm not sure mozzarella sticks on this list are a tailgate food. I'm not making mozzarella sticks if I'm at a tailgate, but for a watch party, you damn better believe I might make some mozzarella sticks because it's delicious. It's fried cheese, Chris, and it's wonderful.
Yeah, no, mozzarella. People always ask,
finger food only. I get that point. I do. I feel like you could. All right, put mac and cheese in a bun then. Just put it in a bun.
You get creative with it. With it. Nobody has mac and cheese at a watch party. Says Mackie.
Mackie is not invited to our watch party ever.
He's banned.
He's uninvited.
And banned from the channel too. Just get it out of here.
Nobody has mac and cheese at a watch party. Part of me wants to invite him because I don't think he's ever been invited to one, Chris.
Dr. J's like, Scotty, your tailgate parties sounding more like a college frat kickback.
Yeah. Listen, I have 3 young children. That's what I have to do for a party. I'm throwing it back to college years. Okay. It's not going to be classy.
Casually.
We're not going to have lobster rolls. Okay. We're not going to have sushi out there.
Casually average. Mac and cheese is such a wild card. Could be awesomeness at a tailgate, or what your broke college friend brings to the party. True. And it also depends. There's debates on macaroni and cheese of like the Kraft versus the Velveeta versus the
none of those should be what you're bringing. You're not bringing a boxed mac and cheese.
You shouldn't.
If anything, just buy like Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese because it's delicious. I love Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese, and if you disagree with me in the chat, you're insta banned.
Just insta banned. But
you're gone.
No, I think burgers. I think sliders can slide in with the burger conversation, like mini sliders.
Sure.
That fits.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Dr. J says carne asada tacos are my favorite tailgate food. Okay. I like that.
I just think that's not like, and we'll have tacos on the list. I just don't think that's like a common tailgate food.
And I think because I've gone to like the tailgates out here, and they're different all across. Like you have different tailgates at different stadiums based off of like different food options and different things. You have your general overarching foods that standard, right? Hot dogs and burgers and all that stuff. That's fine. Like, if you have some unique ones, throw it in there. Lazy Dumper. Don't forget the nachos. Yeah, nachos.
Nachos were tier 1 for us.
No,
we didn't forget
nachos were tier 1. So wings, nachos, ribs, pulled pork, brisket, beer, and liquor were tier 1. Yes, we had beer and liquor as our food tiers. So
Garrity, Nashville Hot Chicken is growing on me. Garrity, Nashville Hot Chicken is my favorite food group right now.
It's probably
I'm classifying it as a food group, and I would eat it every day. I love Nashville Hot Chicken so much, Chris. It's a problem.
We're getting a full taste of Raiders. Carne asada tacos is a Raider thing, along with Jungle Juice. So we're starting to get a snapshot of the Raider tailgates and things.
Yeah.
So
it's a weird combo, actually, Chris.
Hey, Cola, thank you for the 8.
Thank you.
The 1 gifted sub to Lazy Dumper. She's giving out 8. She's almost a double
Lazy
digits.
Dumper, too lazy to sub, but good news, Diacola is taking care of you here.
We love you, Lazy. We love you, Diacola.
We love you all, regardless of whether you're gifted or not.
Clout, what's up? Welcome in. Hey, what did I miss? We're talking some tailgate foods. Clout,
Mackie, what is a Nashville Hot Chicken?
Don't, Mackie.
What?
Banned.
You haven't been introduced in Texas to Nashville Hot Chicken?
Oh no, Mackie.
It's so good. I don't even know how to explain it. It's a spicy chicken, but it's not like a buffalo chicken. It's like it involves oil and spices and this and that. Oh, it's so good. So damn, I've made myself some Nashville Hot Chicken. That's pretty good, Chris.
It's on my list.
I'm obsessed.
You know me. You're the singer of the family. I'm the cook of the family.
Oh yeah, I'm not the cook.
And that's my next big thing I'm going to tackle here is Nashville Hot Chicken. I'm going to make it happen.
It's the single most important thing that's been introduced in America in the last 5 years, Chris.
It's like moist dry rub on the outside of breading. True. I mean, well, it's like
it's literally moist dry rub, though. That's literally what it is. It's like a dry rub that you add to oil to make it moist, and then it's beautiful. It's so beautiful and it's so wonderful. Man. If you get a right one, it's amazing.
Okay, here we go. Tier 3 tailgating foods. Now, guys, we're making sure you guys know what's up on these tiers. And then also, we are getting closer and closer to football season. So we are doing contests. There you go. Pick 'em and Survivor. Join in on our Picker and Survivor League. Password LabRats. Capital L is the only one, all one word. Join in, make your picks. It's free to enter both of these contests, and we will make sure the winners, depending on how many people we have, we'll do like a first place if we don't have a lot of people. If we have like 100 people, then we'll have like first, second, third, fourth, fifth, whatever. I don't know. It depends on how many people join in. So make sure you join in on our contest here.
Free to join, bragging rights for days. And if you lose, no one will remember it. So
yeah, exactly.
Join, have some fun, pick some winners. Survivor, you pick one every week. Pick them, you pick a winner of every game every week. Join, have some fun. Maybe you beat the odds and win the whole thing. We have some thoughts, Chris, on tier 3.
Ooh, tier 3. Okay, let's get into it. All right.
A lot of hate on potato salad.
Let me go ahead. Let's list them off here. Chili, hot dogs, tacos, pizza, breakfast burritos, and potato salad. So this is an interesting tier. We're gonna dive into your thoughts. I have some thoughts as well, but I'm surprised pizza wasn't tier 2. Yuck, potato salad. LOL. Who eats potato salad? Anything with salad in the name should be outlawed. Boneless wings are better than bone-in. I stop you right there. It says lazy
dumper instant ban.
You don't always get the chicken off the bone. You're not working hard enough.
Yeah, you're doing it wrong then, lazy. You're being lazy.
Let's go. NFL Sunday is a day of eating bad foods. That's true. 100% true. That's why we're here. Boneless wings are not wings, chicken nuggets. Tacos should not be on the list. Tacos is an interesting one, but
tacos is definitely a watch party. It's definitely not a tailgate food. It's a watch party food.
What happened?
Right.
Tri-tip. You're going fancy on us now. Tri-tip. You got the tri-tips, Dr. J. So,
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. What happened to tri-tip?
We
I
don't-
don't know. We're not world-class chefs.
Scotty, there's no Wagyu A5 beef on this one.
We're putting potato salad on here. All right. This isn't the cream of the crop. All right. This is just what we're capable of doing.
This is just
a
like
tri-tip sounds delightful, and that would be tier 1A. But
all right.
I don't know how often you just put out a tri-tip for like a watch party or a tailgate.
So let me break this one down. The one thing I would put above on tier 2 would be chili. Crock-pot foods, tailgate, crock-pot foods. Chili is one of those. Like, you throw beans, you throw some beef, you throw some, you throw all these things together, and then you just have a nice chili. And here's the thing, fall, chili, you have it cooking on the all day, throughout the day, you're good to go. Add a little cheese, add a little bit. Like, you take it to a tailgate, it's easy, you just plug it in, and it just goes. There's a convenience factor, and then there's also like just a general, like, man, people just like, you get a good red bean chili or a nice solid chili, it's hard to pass up. That would be the only one I might elevate to tier 2.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I think this tier is pretty solid. Breakfast burritos, I mean, you have early morning games, you always got to have some breakfast burritos on hand, right?
Yeah. A good breakfast burrito could enter tier 2.
But it sounds like people have problems with the potato salad. And
people are really upset about the potato salad. Listen, it's a solid side. It's a solid side.
It's fine.
We have a lot of people talking about wieners in the chat, Chris. Listen, my argument is, like, hot dogs on their own. If you just have a hot dog bun and like mustard. By the way, you shouldn't put a ketchup on a hot dog, but that's a whole other argument. Like, that's an average thing. Now, you add the chili that you were talking about to that hot dog,
Chili dogs,
and with a little chili dog with cheese, that is instantly tier 2, if not tier 1 for me. Like, that elevates it. You take a hot dog and you elevate it with like chili cheese or even a Chicago dog or things like that. That can elevate a hot dog, but a hot dog on its own, like, think about, Chris, every time you've been at a barbecue and a person's like polling people, they're like, all right, I got
hot
burgers
dogs or
and
burgers.
dogs.
Yep.
What do you want? Everyone's like,
burgers.
Either they want a burger or they want one of each. That's the poll. No one's like, can I just get a hot dog?
You're right. You're right, though. You're right. Nobody ever is just like, I'll just take a hot dog. That's it. Like,
yeah,
you never get that.
Yeah. You don't just order a hot dog when burgers and hot dogs are on the list. Pizza and tacos are elite things, but not my ultimate what I would want to eat it's certainly not a tailgate food. And at a watch party, tacos could be fun. Pizza seems too easy. That's too basic.
That's my argument for pizza and why it should deserve to be here. So pizza, it's the easy road. It's the pizza is.
We don't want to do anything.
I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy to make it. First of all, and second of all,
ironically, lazy dumper is pizza is too low. But now pizza, I think lazy dumper's thinking of it in our capacity and like it's too easy.
It's pizza's like if I didn't want to cook and people are coming over and I'm like scrambling, screw it, we're just ordering a pizza. Like that's it. Like that's what we're doing. It's just like it's like it's this fail safe fallback option. Realistically, pizza.
Mackie. Sorry. Go on, Chris.
Maggie's real quick.
Maggie's like nobody goes to a watch party and goes, "Oh yeah, give me some of that mac and cheese." That's for damn sure. Who hurt you? Who hurt you, Mackie? Mac and cheese is like a universal truth of greatness. I don't understand. Like, I'm not going to a watch party to be like, "Hey, the only item I want to eat is mac and cheese." But you throw mac and cheese is the number one side outside of like an elite chips and dip that I would eat. As a side, mac and cheese is elite. It's honestly not the main Mackie.
If
Not
you,
the main.
if you go somewhere and they have mac and cheese on the stove, you're not passing putting that on your plate. Nobody passes putting that on their plate. Unless you have like a dairy allergy or you're something like nobody just says, no, I'm good on the mac and cheese. You always put a little bit.
You're gonna throw some mac and cheese and be like, I'll try it.
Yes.
If it's good, I'm gonna get more.
100%. So,
Yeah.
Dr. J, I'm sorry you had to go through this experience. Like, I feel sorry. I went to a tailgate party before. Everything was vegan food. Oh my goodness.
It's a weird tailgate. Dr. J, Scotty sounds like a BYOB type of person. Actually, not at all. Not at all. I will provide all the alcohol you'd ever want at a tailgate party. You can bring some of yours if you want, and that's great, and we can share in that. But if you don't, I'll give you everything and anything you'd want.
G
Right,
girl.
Chris?
Yeah.
Right?
No, you're good. You're a good host. You take care of it.
I will take care of you.
Yeah. 100%.
100%.
G girl says cheeseburgers. Well, that was covered in burgers on tier 2. That counts. The burgers, cheeseburgers is like the same.
Yeah.
So we'll just kind of classify those together. What else do we have here? You're completely missing the points, says Mackie. No, I don't think we are.
I think you're missing the point.
So, do you carry people too? Says G girl.
Harry, what? I don't know what that means.
Do you hear that Chris is a? Do I hear that Chris is a B Tech Scotty? Wait, what?
Why don't I understand what's happening right now?
What's that? I don't know. I'm like trying to
The
keep up with
last two in the chat, I'm like, I don't know.
All right, so
I carry people in this show. I'm just kidding. Chris is phenomenal. Chris carries me. The B Tech.
It
I don't even
depends on
know
the day.
what is a B Tech. Help us out, Helv. What's a B Tech?
let's see. So I don't think there's anything else on this tier. Let's go to tier 4.
Yeah, let's get people more upset with tier 4.
Tier 4, we got brownies, we got fried chicken, pasta salad, french fries, sandwich. Now we're getting to kind of like the general lazy dumper. Pineapple belongs on pizza. Just hang tight. Just hang tight.
Lazy.
Do you need a hug? Says football wife. Says Mackie. Do you need a hug? Brownies tier 4. Says G girl.
But G girl, I'm just not a dessert guy. But they're the top dessert. They're the top dessert.
Break this one down. I'm gonna go grab another drink.
Yeah.
It's not even spam code yellow for me. I'm not grabbing a code yellow, but just spam it for me.
Okay. G girl, you're furious with potato salad being tier 3, but you're also furious with pasta salad being tier 4. All right, lazy dumper, pasta salad should be ahead of potato salad. I'm comfortable with that argument. I knew they shouldn't be in the same tier, and it depends on which one you're getting. But I honestly like both. I like potato salad. I like pasta salad. Tier 3, tier 4 is probably based off of what you're getting in general. By the way, you're doing great, guys. Spam code yellow in the chat as Chris goes to relieve himself or just take a break in general. What kind of brownies, though? Whatever kind of brownies you'd like, G-Girl. Double chocolate is how I was described the first time I had a weed brownie. I asked if it was a weed brownie. They said it was no, it's just double chocolate. Have whatever brownie you want, but brownies are elite in the tailgate because they're not messy and they're better than cookies. Okay, a good brownie is better than a cookie, and that's why it makes it the top tier dessert. I'm just not a huge dessert guy. That's why it's at tier 4, but it's still the top dessert. I love brownies, love them. Fried chicken, I like on a sandwich with some Nashville hot seasoning all day, but like just like normal fried chicken from like KFC or something, no thank you. Pasta salad, I like. French fries, I obviously love, and we can talk about tiers of fries if you guys would like. My issue with French fries at a party is like they just don't hold temperature. Like it's not a great party food because you know they get cold very quickly, and when fries get cold, they don't hold up to other food items. You know, they just onion rings are better than French fries. Lazy dumper, that's fair. I would actually argue, and I didn't even put this in, tater tots. Tater tots hold better than French fries. I love all of those. I love French fries, every variety. I love tater tots and I love onion rings, but I think onion rings and tater tots probably hold better than fries do.
Now, Lazy Dumper also has one here that says sandwiches are in the last tier. Now, I will say we have a family recipe for these like ham and Swiss sandwiches that are like melted with the butter on top, and they are like absolutely insane. So it depends on the type of sandwich we're talking about. Some sandwiches can knock it out of the park if they're like the hot sandwiches. Cold sandwiches, yeah, your cold sandwiches. There's a whole different level of cold sandwiches that's not appealing to anybody. Like cold cut subs or like a big sub sandwich. No one.
That's actually lazier than a pizza, Chris.
That's lazier than the pizza. It is. At least the pizza's hot, right? If you get sub sandwiches, I'm sorry. Like you're dropping on. It's basically one of those large party sub sandwiches, G girl, that you just get and you just it seems a little lazy to me. You're assuming everyone's gonna want the same toppings. You're gonna assume everyone wants this or that. I just don't love it. It's plain. It's boring. People are getting after it in the chat about French fries and how they can be great. I love French fries. French fries are one of my favorite foods. I'm just saying, as a party food, they just don't hold for very long. So there's a very short window for fries. That's the problem with fries, and that's why they don't rank higher. Otherwise, for me, they'd be like tier 1, Chris. Like, I love fries. Outside of anyone who says they like sweet potato fries better than like normal fries are lying. They're lying to me, they're lying to you, and they're lying to themselves. Can there be good sweet potato fries? Sure. But they're not. But you're not going to prioritize sweet potato fries over regular fries, especially a good season.
It's like a mental, like they're healthier, and maybe they are. I don't care. Maybe that's why you go. But based off flavor, I'll eat sweet potato fries and I'll enjoy them. But they don't even hold a candle to normal fries.
Now, fried chicken is on this list. It makes an appearance here. Now, fried chicken, if you make it on your own, which doesn't happen very often. Not a lot of people make their own fried chicken. Then this fried chicken, if it's homemade, maybe elevates it tier 3 if it's good. I think it's at home here in tier 4 because it's most likely something someone brought, and I think it's fine. Like, it's fine, but it's not going to knock your socks off. It's kind of like anything else here. Like brownies, I think you get into the dessert side of things starting at the tier 4. You know, it's like a well-seasoned tight end in your fantasy football draft that goes off the board really early, like a Travis Kelce. It's not something you should draft first overall, but it should come off the board, you know, second, third round, the top one, and you're not going to be disappointed with what you get. Brownies is the tight ends of a tailgate watch party, pretty much, right?
Yeah. Lazy heading out, guys. Have a wonderful night. Thank you, Lazy Dumper.
Hey.
Also says if it's buffalo chicken, it's higher. Well, we put wings at tier 1, so that's basically us saying like buffalo chicken is legit. That's why wings are at 1. And these fall a little bit. I love that Dr. J just wants to like point out every time I'm hating, which is fair because I hate lot.
You do hate a lot, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of my thing, Chris. But I'm always right at the same time.
That's what makes you,
I'm hating on
Scotty A. Smith.
Like, I will hate on sub sandwiches all day. They're overrated. It's just a sandwich, especially like Subway. Get out of here. Subway's trash. Oh, I have a Subway within a half mile of my house. I've lived here for over 4 years. I have not been once. Granted, I have other sandwich places around here as well, as like Firehouse and
I've jumped on the Firehouse.
Jersey Mike's.
I've jumped on the Firehouse bandwagon. It's good.
Yeah. They're way better. Like, Subway's trash. It's just not good.
Thank you, G Girl, for the 100 bits. You are incredible, guys. I'm gonna give another shout out to G Girl because G-Girl obviously is crushing. I mean, she's partnered. She has an amazing sports show. Go give her some love. Click on the link. Give her a follow if you haven't already. And by the way, give us a follow too. If you're here, we have a lot of people in the chat. Let's jump in. Give us a follow. We have a lot of things happening. We have our contest happening. We have all sorts of cool things leading up to the start of the NFL season. If you guys are here, make sure you know exactly when we go live by hitting the follow button and getting those notifications each and every time we go live. What else do we got here?
G-Girl asked a good question to Casually Average. Do you like turkey legs? I didn't put this in this list, but turkey legs, when they're done right and like the outside is like crispy and like pretty dark colored and it's a leg, I'm all there for that.
Can I say something on turkey legs?
Turkey in general on Thanksgiving, way overrated.
We're going to do our Thanksgiving rankings once we get to Thanksgiving, but turkey legs, in my opinion, are in the same category as crawfish. Like, we have a crawfish boil. The sound of it and the look of it look incredible. Like, you love when like you see those crawfish come out and they have put it on the table and it's nice. And then like the turkey leg, you see the guy walking around the fair with the turkey leg and it looks so good. But then you dive into each of those things and you're just there's so much disappointment with what you actually get, in my opinion. I'm
feeling the disappointment for sure, Chris.
Like, I've gotten those turkey legs and they're fine. They're okay, but they're not like as good as they look. They're turkey legs.
Yep.
It's turkey. Turkey is like, you need some help with the turkey, right?
Mackey's not even upset about the turkey. He's leaving because of the crawfish comment.
Oh, so Mackie.
Never saw that coming.
So Mackie is all out on mac and cheese, but he's all about the crawfish? Is that what we're talking about?
If you're going to talk bad about crawfish, but how dare you list mac and cheese as a good item?
Oh my goodness.
I don't even know what to say, Mackie.
Oh, what are we doing?
Like, man.
No.
Crawfish is like his Yao Ming and Tracy McGrady, and mac and cheese is like his traded James Harden. I don't even know what's happening.
Oh man, crawfish.
He's like, I love mac and cheese for the last time. I'm not sure you do, Mackie. I think you quietly hate it. You'd have crawfish over mac and cheese, just to be clear. Mackie, I knew you were going to bring it up. Of course I'm going to bring it up.
Oh my goodness.
Of course I'm going to bring it up.
Scotty's a PhD player hater degree. LOL.
Yeah.
Says
at least I have a degree.
Yeah, there it is. So, I mean, are you guys into crawfish? I mean, crawfish is the most like
Broncos is like, what the hell is a crawfish? Mackie's like, I've never hated it in here until tonight.
Oh, you mean all the Patriots trash talk didn't get you fired up, Mackie? But crawfish?
You still somehow on Mac Jones, which is gonna be, man. If you think you hate it now, wait till Mac Jones plays 4 weeks, and see how it is in here. Mackie, please come though. I love you in here, Mac. Love you. Come out when Andy comes out. You come with him.
We don't do that in here.
Let's hang out.
Gary, we don't do that here. Like, I'm not a Patriots fan. I'm a Mac fan. Oh, that's even...
It's gross. Broncos, does it chase like chicken? Sure. Like a crawfish boil is overrated to me. There's a lot of things going on in there, and it's like it seems like a lot of work, actually.
Your fingers are like torched after like 2 crawfish, and you've eaten like nothing. It's not worth it, I'm telling you. But I'll put turkey legs on that. That was the long story short. Come full circle. Yeah. It's not as good as the idea of it, realistically. So
yeah, it's too much work for me.
There you go. All right, so here is tier 5. Now, this is where you're getting into the fruit trays, the cheese and crackers. These are like those things that like people like last minute go out and get and try to be like, hey, I brought something cool. And they bring like a loaf of bread. And it's like, what? Yeah, the cheese and crackers, the pretzels, the popcorn. Now, margarita and wine make the list here. G
You
girl.
don't agree.
G girl peaked. Her ears peaked when she heard margarita. Now,
I have my reasons, Chris. I have my reasons.
Sweet food, not tailgating. Fruit trays can be fun. Pineapple and dragon fruit, anyone? Oh, you're getting fancy casually. So he's casually average in life, but he's not casually average when it comes to...
The normal fruit tray obviously has dragon fruit on it. Clearly.
He's
Marg and wine is not liquor. No, well, liquor is like hard liquor. I could see margarita. All right, I'll say it right now. Margarita and wine for me is a tremendous mistake at a tailgate watch party because it's going to make your hangover worse. The margarita, especially if it's like there's too much sweet in there, the rule for me is you have one margarita in a day. You don't eclipse that because then unless you're getting like the ingredients and they're not too sweet and not too much sugar, it's way too much sugar. You're gonna get a headache and you're gonna regret the next day. Same thing with wine. Wine, if you have too much of it early on in the day, you
Look
go to
out.
bed. Even if you're it's the next day, you're in trouble. That's why beer and liquor are so much better and also easier at a tailgate. I like margaritas. I like wine. It's not neither of them are my first choice, but I will drink both of them happily. But at a tailgate watch party, especially if you're starting early in the day, it's a tremendous mistake to have a lot of margaritas or a lot of wine because you will, as G Girl can attest to, regret it the next day. That's my issue with those two.
And maybe this changes from like a time zone percent because like no one's drinking wine at like here in Denver. It's 11 o'clock as the morning games hit, right? So 11 o'clock is a little early for wine, but on the East Coast, if you're on the East Coast and you have that 1 o'clock start on the morning games, like I could see you getting into some wine and some margs like right off the bat. West Coast, no shot. Like West Coast, like you're starting that early, there's no shot you're getting into the wine and the margaritas that early. But I think this changes as you go East Coast. Maybe that's why the Italians out east, the New York and everything else.
No shot. I wouldn't say no shot on the West Coast, but
I mean, it could be worse. I was in Dallas once, and they don't sell you drinks before noon on Sunday.
Well,
that's travesty.
I don't know where you were in Dallas, but that's a huge mistake.
That's a travesty.
These other things are fine. Fruit tray, fine, but I'm not excited about it. I'll have some. Cheese and crackers, again, there's better options. Pretzels, popcorn, I'm not a big popcorn guy. A lot of people are popcorn people. I'm just not one of those people.
I think the sexiest thing on this tier, by the way, is the cheese blocks, those little cheese cubes that if you have a multiple cheese cubes kind of thing going on, I get into, I'll nibble on a couple of cheese cubes. Sir, I was stationed in Hawaii and had a 6 a.m. Steelers games. I had to pace myself. Devil Doc. That's an early start, man.
Don't have margaritas then.
Ooh.
Mackie, seriously? In Texas, you can't buy alcohol before noon?
No, it sucks, man. I was down there. I had to move away.
That's insane.
Had to move away.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, actually.
In a state of Texas.
What?
Oof.
On Sunday. Even still on Sunday. We used to, what was our rule on Sunday? Oh, they weren't even open on Sundays in Colorado back in the day.
Nope.
And now
they were like, that was a mistake.
It's a tremendous mistake. And now they figured it out and they're open just like every other day.
G girl, liquor before beer, you're in the clear. Beer before liquor, never been sicker. Yep.
I don't know. I don't need an order. I will be fine because I know my limits, guys.
Garrity, maybe I'm a responsible drinker or just fat, but I never have had a hangover. Interesting.
Hey, pay for Chris and I $10K to come out and visit you, and I'll make sure you have a hangover.
We'll take care of that hangover real quick.
I will make sure you have one. Challenge accepted. We'll give you a deal. 7,500.
Blue laws, bud. Look them up. Across Texas, so liquor stores close at midnight, says Broncos. You know how many times I've had to make a beer run at kickoff? Seriously.
I don't even understand. Why is Texas so dumb?
Oh, it's bad.
I mean,
Cuban Benny, fruit tray is something your friend or sibling's new significant other brings, and you know there's no point to learning their name. It's true.
Yeah, well, there's only one tray worse, and it's coming soon, Cuban. But
Roger, Roger.
I agree. The fruit tray is just like, oh, let's bring a fruit tray.
Oh, man.
And no one wants it. No one's asked for it. They're like, I'll take 2 pieces of one fruit just to be nice, and I'll eat that, I guess. But ultimately, you're always left with leftover fruit from a fruit tray, Chris.
And the final tier here is tier 6. Now,
Such an awful tier.
Now, here we go. The last tier, veggie tray, pineapple pizza, and blue cheese. This must be Scotty's tier 6. Because right here, if you like wings, sorry, no blue cheese. If you like pizza, sorry, no pineapple. If you like a tray, sorry, there's veggies on it. So this is your tier here. And here we go. See, veggie tray and fruit tray, I think, are the same tier for me. I think they're the same. Like, fruit is a little bit more... I don't know. They're the same tier for me. I would say veggie tray could go up to tier 5.
I slightly lean fruit. A little more flavor, a little more gumption there.
Yeah, I get it. Pineapple on pizza is a sin. Here we go. The minute people saw pineapple pizza on here, pineapple pizza is a meme, says Garrity. It's not that bad. I'm with you.
I had a lot of options when I looked up that.
Garrity, I'm with you here. It's not as bad as people think. And I'll eat it. It's not my first thing I'll order on a pizza, but I would eat some. Only thing worse than fruit tray is a veggie tray, says Mackie. All right, so Mackie, you're finally on board with something. Should have expected this for Scott, says Hell. Yeah.
I mean, what's wrong here? And I listed in the right order. I would eat veggies. I have eaten pineapple on a pizza, and it's a mistake, and I won't move off that, but I will eat that. I will not consume blue cheese, and anyone that does, I consider a terrorist, Chris. I honestly put them on a watch list. And who hurt you? What's wrong with you? What mental damage have you encountered in your life that you appreciate blue cheese over ranch? Because it's a pandemic, Chris. It's an epidemic, and it's a problem. There are actual people, real life people, that choose blue cheese over ranch, Chris. It happens. And I want to be there for those people to be like, what happened to you?
Now, blue cheese.
Hurt
you?
Who are your parents?
10 out of 10 times, if there's a choice between ranch and blue cheese, I'm taking ranch. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
If they come to me, if I'm at a bar or if I'm at a restaurant or if I'm at a tailgate and they're like, hey, we have wings. All we have, though, is blue cheese. I will eat the wings without sauce. Yeah. However, will I won't completely take it out of the question, but I'm not going to actively I'm going to think about it before I actually do. I'm going to be like, do I really want something that bad to dip my wing in? The fact that I have to contemplate that means I'm on the same boat as you with the blue cheese.
What? By the way, why does some blue cheese have chunks and others don't? What's happening with blue cheese? I don't trust it. It's literally rancid cheese that you guys are eating. It's rancid cheese. People are like, oh, it's like ranch that went bad. Yeah. Broncos ban him again. He said blue cheese me. Garrity, what about blue cheese with barbecue sauce on a burger? No, there's no. What about ranch? Ranch with barbecue sauce on a burger sounds great. Let's do that instead. Blue cheese is a terrorist tactic to divide us as a country, and somehow some people have fallen for it, Chris. I say I don't get political. This is the most political I get on this stream.
Is blue cheese. There's
blue
no
cheese,
excuse.
If you like blue cheese, you might be a terrorist.
Blue cheese is what you order at a bar restaurant as secret code to the workers that you are in danger, says Cuban.
And that would be fair. And that would alert me, and I would find that person. I would help them. Thank you, Cuban.
Casually, do you know the next time I go to Mod Pizza, I'm ordering pineapple pizza in honor of this chat/stream. Might throw blue cheese just to see what happens. Casually,
they might give it to you for free because they're trying to get rid of the unused ingredients. And two, usually you're perfectly average with your post. This was below average. Very below.
So casually, if you do this, I want you to post it in the Discord. I want you to post you ordering this, and in the Discord, we might even highlight it on the stream. That would be incredible. And then we can get a reaction from Scotty here on what he thinks about your decision and your choice.
Chris, I'm trying to think, because we've teased, I want to do, and we've talked about this, doing a food challenge with the chicken sandwiches, where it's a blind thing, right? We need to do that at some point.
We'll do the food taste test. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, blue cheese fan. Yes or no? So far we got 2 no, 1 yes. Vote.
And anyone that says yes is banned. Chris, I did a fun challenge. So with my wife this morning, my wife's birthday today. Happy birthday.
Let's go.
Happy birthday, Rachel. Spam it in the chat. Happy birthday. Scotty's wife. I literally put in the card that she outkicked her coverage by about 22 football fields.
Oh, that's 100%.
People saw her briefly if you were here that one time, and I overachieved a lot, Chris.
I don't know how you did what you did, honestly.
Mind trickery, a lot of luck. I don't know what else to attribute it to, Chris. Because my charisma, my personality, and my looks are below par. Oof. For sure. Far below. But happy birthday to my wonderful wife. I was going somewhere with this. Oh, so this morning, I was making coffee for her, Likes her coffee. Likes to wake up. Get it. We have 3 young children. Need caffeine. So I was like, hey, do you want me to make it in our coffee pot, like our coffee maker, or do you just want Keurig individual? She's like, ugh, I hate the Keurig. I never want the Keurig ever again. Oof. So she's like, so I said, all right, challenge accepted. I'm going to take 2 of the same coffee mugs. I'm going to have 1 Keurig cup, and I'm going to have 1 coffee pot cup. And I'm going to have a blind taste test with her this morning. So we did that this morning on her birthday.
You did this morning?
Yeah, I love her.
Wow.
Love her so much. And told her afterwards that I was going to bring this up. And she's like, you don't need to. And I'm like, well, I'm going to do it. So she had a 1 in 2 chance, Chris. This is literally
shot.
2 options.
50-50.
50-50 shot on her birthday.
A coin flip. Dangerously on her birthday.
The Keurig cup versus the coffee pot cup. She got it wrong, Chris. I think we all knew where this was headed. She got it wrong. She chose wrong, and I'm just like, all right. But then I still gave her the coffee cup, like the coffee maker one, because I'm like,
so you gave her the trash coffee that she...
No, it actually is better. I tried both before she did it, and I thought she would get it because the coffee maker one had more flavor. Turns out the more flavor threw her off, and she's like, that's no good. I don't want to taste the coffee. And she chose wrong. I love her still, and as I should, because she's wonderful and beautiful and amazing, and puts up with me, which no one else in the world would do. I mean, for sure.
I mean, I guess anything is possible, right? Exclamation point possible. I mean, if they could put up with you, that's pretty legit. I mean, you kind of winner.
There's an argument that you could go through my life story, and it would be similar to the movie Miracle as far as me getting married.
Yeah,
Chris.
Yeah, Scotty. No one.
Possible. Anything's possible.
A lot of beard comments, guys. I'm gonna grow a beard.
Grow the beard. Happening. Let's do it. I want to see it.
A beard.
Scotty Beard Smith. You lied about. Nah, just roast the beans, grind them, brew them, casually average. Devil Doc, how many subs for you to grow out a beard?
The devil. You're right. I'm not growing out a beard. I'm now requiring. That's a good point. We should. I will shave in a minute, so don't think I'm bluffing here, people. I need. We can put a timetable because I want this to be over multiple streams, Chris. We probably need.
Like, you can't shave until like the end of November.
No. Well, no. I will. Yeah, like I will grow a multiple month beard outside of my neck. Can I shave my neck? Like I'm keeping it here. Just my neck.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I'll grow mine.
We need between, and we'll mention it in our next stream. Between this stream and next stream, I will grow a 2-month beard for 25 subs, Chris. 25 for and that goes until when? The end. So this stream and next stream, combining from this point on, 25 subs over this stream and our next stream on Wednesday. If we get 25 by that point, I will not shave my face because it seems like a lot of people want me to cover my face.
Until
checks
when?
Out. At least 2 months. I can go longer than that too. I feel like 2 months is a long time because I've never gone a month, but I can go longer.
So it is currently August 14th.
Yeah.
So
on August,
all September, October. How about Halloween?
But we have on Wednesday as well. All right, Halloween. Sure.
By Halloween.
I will grow it through Halloween. If we get 25 subs through the rest of this evening and next Wednesday. Right now we're at 0, so I'm shaving as we speak, Chris.
Yeah, no, you're good. So, all right, if we can get there. Oh no!
Damn you, football wife! This is what she does.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I need other people to contribute, football wife.
Football
wife,
wife,
we're at 5, but that's 20 to go.
You better not do this, football wife.
We'll be fine. Football wife, chill out. Chill out.
Scotty's scared right now. He's terrified.
Chill out.
Oh no. All right. So, with that being said, let's see what else we have in the chat here.
Chairman has actually a solid prediction. Scotty will look like Anthony Jeselnik. I've never grown it that long, but that seems about right. Do you know who that is, Chris? Comedian? Anthony Jeselnik?
Oh, I know who he is. Yeah.
Seems about right. It's not going to be great, guys. It may not even show up in the stream.
Oh, the poll, by the way, tied 50-50 for blue cheese versus ranch.
Who hurt you people? What's wrong with you?
Okay, so. All right, there we go. Football Wife's getting us started with 5 subs.
5. We just got 20 to go.
20 more to go before.
But to be honest, I'd be fine if we only get 19 more. To be honest, that seems like a good number to get.
Yeah. So, guys, if you guys want to see Sky to grow his beard out until Halloween, I would love to see that. I would love to see that. Go ahead, hit that sub button. By the way, Twitch Prime, link your Twitch and your Amazon Prime, and that's a free sub, and that goes towards this contest. So right now, I'm gonna put that. We're just gonna keep tabs on this. By the way.
Devil Dog's like, I like how you raised the bar and learned your lesson from Billy. Billy Jeans was like 3 minutes of my life. This is 3 months of my life.
This is a lot
I
more.
only raised it 10 off of that one. So that seems fair to me. I only put 25 subs on it.
All right. And we're actually at 72 subs, which is 3 short of our goal tonight. So there you go. 72. Let's keep it rolling, guys. We're 3 away from our goal, and then we got to set a new goal. All right, so that's gonna rank up all of it. Let's go over the very beginning here. So tier 1, in case you missed it, I know someone was like, "Hey, what would I miss on the first couple tiers?" I think it was clout. So tier 1: brisket, pulled pork ribs, nachos, wings, beer, liquor.
Yeah.
Tier 2: burgers,
Phenomenal
mac and cheese, chips, jalapeno poppers, bratwurst, mozzarella sticks, and pigs in a blanket. Oh no.
Cola. Unbelievable. I will talk to you in person the next time I see you, actually, and we'll have a conversation about this.
Let's go.
That's 10.
And
That's
we
10.
have a
I give it a
hype train.
10.
All right.
I give it a 10.
That means we have 10 more subs.
No, 15. Chris, math was never your strong suit.
No, it wasn't. Devin, Colin, Trevor, ASAP, and TH Poppy. You are there. You guys are new subs to the channel. Let's go. We have 10 of 25 here. We are almost. We're inching closer. We're little less than halfway, and we have a hype train going. Let's go.
That beats the sub goal. It does, and it turns out all we have to do to get subs, Chris, is just for me to embarrass myself on a constant basis.
70.
I still have not rewatched the Michael Jackson performance from last.
Bingo.
I'm like, I can't do it. I can't rewatch it because I will hate it beyond belief.
Tier 3 chili, hot dogs, tacos, pizza, breakfast burrito, and potato salad. Potato salad was the controversial one on this one.
A lot of hate on potato.
I redeemed. There we go. Guys, if you want to subscribe to the channel and help the goal to get Scotty to not shave, there you go. Prime. There you go in the chat. How to link your Amazon and your Twitch. Link them all together. You can subscribe to any channel for free. That's the way to do it.
And it's free. It's free, Chris.
It's free. There you go. There we have it. So we have changed the goal. Now that we hit our goal we got to hit 100. We got to hit 100. So there we have it.
Yes, sir.
24 days, 16 hours, 8 minutes, and 55 seconds till your next tailgate. And we are off and running there. Action Lab, have a wonderful week. It's time for me to go to sleep. Take care. All right, Dr. J, have a great night. Let's give Dr. J a nice little J.R. Smith goodbye in the chat. Use those emotes. There's a lot of you that have the new emotes now that you are subscribed to the channel with those gifted subs. So make sure you give a little. There you go. Double Doc's got it down.
There it is.
I'll throw it in there. Let's go. Spam it.
Have a good night, Dr. J. Always a wonderful night when you join us here in the chat. So thanks for joining us tonight. Hopefully we'll catch you soon, and we'll join you a lot during football season. It'll be a grand time because you're a lot of fun all the time.
Tell Mandalorian and everyone else if they're still if they're gone to tell them hi for us.
Absolutely.
So tier 4 brownies, fried chicken, pasta salad, French fries, sandwiches. And then lastly, fruit tray, cheese crackers.
Oh, that's not lastly. There is 6 tiers.
Well, yeah, that's true. Tier 5, fruit tray, cheese and crackers, pretzels, popcorn, margarita, wine. I'll drink some wine if I have to. Like, if I have to, don't threaten me for a good time. I will get after some wine early on.
Yeah. I mean, I like wine. I like margaritas. It's just a mistake.
Oh.
It's a mistake midday. Apparently, Devil Doc's letting us know that we did not redeem.
Okay, let's do it.
Don't say anything on ribs.
On ribs. Oh, so we got to say something negative about ribs?
Ooh, hurt you, Clout.
I'll tell you this. Ribs are not as easy as people think, and people mess them up more than often. And it's not that difficult to mess up ribs. I know from experience, ribs can be very detrimental to like time, and like you don't pull them off fast enough, or you don't wrap them fast. People say it's easier. It's not that easy. Ribs can be a shit show, and you can't always get them right.
I think you can overcook ribs, and that's a problem.
And you can over-season ribs too.
You keep them on too long, and a good rib doesn't even need barbecue sauce. It does not need barbecue sauce. A good rib that's smoked and crispy on the outside but falls off the bone is where you're looking, and that's what you need. But a bad rib is one of the worst things ever. Like you're literally nibbling to try and get every little piece of meat off the bone. It's not fun. It doesn't taste good. It's a disaster. So ribs do require some professionalism, some technique, and you can screw up ribs, as you said, Chris, pretty easily. But good ribs are absolutely elite.
Mackie is saying good night. He's had enough. He's like, I've already had my mac and cheese take. I already had
Good
my
night, Mackie. Good night, Mackie. I'll send you a box of Kraft, and you'll figure out how good mac and cheese
let's
is.
send Mackie off with some J.R. Smith love. Guys, let's hit him with the J.R. Let's go. All right. And then last, veggie tray, pineapple pizza, and blue cheese. So there it is. Those are the tiers. Now,
Bottom barrel.
I
right
want
there.
you guys, if you guys haven't already, go join our Discord. And I want you to put your favorite game day recipes in our Discord, in our game day recipes, our tailgate, like food channel in our Discord. I want to know what you guys are cooking, and I want to try them. Scotty and I want to try them. We might cook some of those on stream.
I will try anything. To be
So,
honest.
guys, no, love you guys, but for real, with the mac and cheese.
I just don't understand it. Not apparently in Texas, they just don't use. There's no chance that you can possibly know how to function with a fork during your tailgate watch party. You can't possibly.
You can't get beer before noon, and you can't eat with a fork.
Mackie, come out here. Let's have some fun. And I will give you some mac and cheese at 10 a.m. and you will love it.
A whole new world.
Oh. Don't sleep on Chris getting some subs for some songs moving forward.
I'll sing some Disney songs. I got kids. I could do the Disney songs. I can make that happen.
Oh, as if a whole new world is coming from your kids. That's you.
It's true.
That's all you.
You're not wrong. Y'all be easy. Nothing but love. Good night. Thank Mackie. Hey, Mackie. Mackie also streams once in a while too. Let's give Mackie a little.
He's coming back in there. Show some Mackie some love. He has a good time. Always brings the energy in the stream. So check him out if you have a chance.
Oh my, Chris. A whole new world. Don't you dare close your eyes. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, that seemed reserved. You didn't really bring it there, Chris. I need like full level, like no one's watching you. Chris is in the shower, Chris, to sing A Whole New World. That's what I did with the other night with MJ. All right. I was singing in the shower, Chris. Okay.
I believe you. I believe you.
Yeah, I was singing in the shower.
Shining, shimmering, splendid. Yeah. No.
Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide?
Guys,
I know that song.
Oh my goodness. We could go crazy with some songs here.
Might be my favorite Disney princess. No big deal. Big Jasmine fan.
Hot dog, hot diggity dog, says Cuban.
Oh, hot dog, diggity dog. If you have kids, you know.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know what that's about. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse right there.
Hey, who said I was banned for using forks? Now my inability to master chopsticks, however.
No one's banned for using forks. I was banning Mackie for his refusal to use forks. It's an easy function to use, Chris, and it's quite convenient. I don't know why we have to like assume that no one has the capability of using a fork.
5
Use a
carrot,
spoon if you want. I don't care.
5 carrot, 2 beets, macaroni and cheese, honey nut Cheerios, 8 apple slices, and a cup of fudge. Best game day recipe. Trust.
What in the hell did you just... What, clout? What did you just put out there? That is the worst thing I've ever heard.
I don't know what that is, but
That is literally the single worst combination I can imagine.
I love it.
I think Clout's just trying to... I mean, I think he's messing with us. There's no chance that's real.
I feel like it maybe could have some potential.
I can feel it all the way down in my plum.
What has potential there? Oh, now I know he's joking. He's like, you have to add a whole bottle of ketchup. What are we, rich? Ketchup is expensive. Thanks a lot, Obama.
Double Dog's like, what? All right. So there you go. That's our tiers, guys. Again, go into our Discord. We want to make sure if you guys like have recipes, I want to know your recipes. Like for sure. Put them in the Discord. There you go. There's the link. Join us. and we want to see what you guys got. Don't say anything at all. Cloud's food choices. They're trash.
So, I mean, a disaster, an absolute disaster. Cloud, keep coming back. But your food takes aren't it. They're not it. They're not it.
My man.
My man. He's like trash. He's got that. He's got the emotes going. So there you go, guys. Hey, we are, how many, can we just real quick, where are we at with the 24 days, 16 hours? Oh, 24 days and 16 hours in 17 seconds.
Ooh, we're almost to an even hour here.
That's countdown.
Kind of
10.
I don't actually know.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
2, 1. Happy New Year! Is that how that works? I don't know.
24 days, 15 hours, and now we're still going. Let's go.
59 minutes. It's getting closer. It's getting closer every second, guys.
We're almost there.
As the time might move a little slower when listening to us, but it still moves, guys. So appreciate you all hanging with us. We're about to close out here, but Chris has a very, very important segment to close us out with. Doing a little one of Chris's famous "Why It Matters." We got one of those coming here, so hang in with us. Let's watch as I don't know if we're getting into that now, Chris.
Yeah,
let's get in charge of this show, but I know we're headed in that direction as far as getting to your why it matters.
Yeah, we're getting into that here in a second. Let's get to the last couple things in the chat, and then we're gonna wrap up the show. We're gonna get back to Wednesday. Again, we want to put the contests. Actually, Devil Doc, can you put exclamation point contest in the chat? So that we can make sure people join our Survivor and Pick'em leagues. They're free to enter, and we are getting as many people entered as possible. The more people we get to enter, the more prizes we're going to give away. It's just no S at the end, just contests. Thanks, Devil Doc. You're the best. You are incredible. Thank you.
There it is. Thank you, Devil Doc. Throwing it out there. Join both Pick'em, Survivor. Let's go.
Those are huge, guys. And if you want to be a part of those, it's free. You can win some cool, we have shirts, we have hoodies we're going to be giving away, we have all sorts of cool things, so make sure it's free to enter, and we're giving away cool prizes. You won't regret it, I promise you. So the more we have, the more prizes we can give out. Otherwise, we will be back here on Wednesday. We will be announcing some of the fantasy football updates. We will be doing a fantasy football league. We'll do 2 of them based off of the response we've gotten. We'll do 2 leagues, 2 12-team leagues. If you want to be in that, you have to be in our Discord, and you have to give us a heads up in our Discord. So make sure you go ahead and join that and give us a thumbs up in the announcement section of our Discord that you want to be a part of our fantasy league, and you will be a first come, first serve basis. And we'll reach out to you guys individually saying, hey, here's when the draft is going to be. Here's when all the things going to go down. And we'll make sure you guys are all taken care of. So that is it. If you want to be a part of our fantasy football league, as we get bigger down the line, a year from now, 2 years from now, Scotty, we'll expand that. But until then, we're just doing 2 leagues this year.
We'll be the largest fantasy football outlet in the country in a year from now. So way to get in now, guys. Congratulations. Clout is letting us know he redeemed, if you can't say anything nice about his food takes, Chris. The only thing I can say positive about his food takes is he included in that awful concoction he created mac and cheese, which, as Mackie knows, is elite. So congratulations, Clout, on including mac and cheese on your take. I appreciate that. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's dive into why it matters here. There's a topic I've been thinking about the last couple days, and it's just like we really need to talk about this. So this is important. Why it matters. Let's dive into it. All right. We have the Field of Dreams game, guys. Field of Dreams. This is a sweet thing, right? This is one of the most nostalgic. I mean, you have a Field of Dreams game. This is like, it's special, right? It's something that really should be a staple for Major League Baseball moving forward. By far. This game, it's a lot of fun. It's got some mystique to it. It's got some, like, baseball has a lot of factors working against them. We've talked about this with our earlier topic with little Tatis Jr. with some issues with the steroids thing. You've had all other superstars with steroids. You had Major League Baseball is kind of taking a back seat, even though it's watched. It's not exactly trending in the ways you would want it to. Major League Baseball has aggressively worked over the last several years to solve one specific problem. One of them is aging fans, right? The average age of fans for Major League Baseball is 57 years old. Think about that. 57 years old is the average fan base. The NFL is about 50. NHL is 49. NBA is 42. So we're talking about different fan bases that are starting to get younger and younger. Major League Baseball isn't exactly the youngest fan base of all time. I mean, it's pretty rough, but they've been trying to work their way back into saying, hey, let's change some of the rules. Let's try to make something happen here. They've implemented a new pace of play to shorten games, which now take more than 3 hours to complete on average. Like, that's too long. There's also 160 plus games every single season, right? So you're always battling the long season that definitely needs to be trimmed down. They've cracked down on pitchers using illegal substances, potentially, combating the multi-decade rise of strikeout rates. Strikeout rates, like, there's no runs happening. It's a pitcher's league. You need runs to keep people engaged. And they've started to work out social media influencers to attract younger generations to the sport. They're trying to do everything they can. But a lot of these things, right, they're hard to quantify. When it comes to actually increasing viewership, that's why I think, like, one of the decisions to impact this game partially is the Field of Dreams game, which is, again, it's incredible. The first Field of Dreams game last year in Dryersville, Iowa. It's historic. I mean, you see the picture here. There's, like, fans there. It's great. Holds 8,000 people. City of Dryersville only has a population of 4,500 people. So, like, the population in this stadium outreaches almost a little less than double of the residents in this town, which is kind of fun. It's kind of cool now, right? It means it's like special. You remember the movie, right? The movie Field of Dreams, coming out of the cornfields and everything else. Last year, the Chicago White Sox beat the New York Yankees with Tim Anderson walk-off home run. It was the best debut, I feel like, that could ever have happened for the Field of Dreams game. It was incredible. They enjoyed fireworks before the game. It averaged 5.87 million viewers on Fox, making it the most watched MLB regular season game in more than 15 years. That's what Major League Baseball needs, right? That's what baseball needs. They need the eyeballs. They're getting outpaced by the NFL, the NBA, NHL currently. I mean, they're outpacing the NHL, but not for long, with the NHL getting on major television networks recently. That's happening. Fox made $5.24 million in ad revenue during that game. That's 3 times more than what the network typically makes for its Saturday night baseball games. It's no surprise that they brought this back this year. Now, why this is important? Because they're trying to change this. Well, not change it, but they're trying to commercialize this now. Because Frank Thomas plans to have 9 fields, team dorms, a hotel, and a 100,000 square foot field house, outdoor concert amphitheater, RV park, trails, everything else. That's all coming into play. That's what we're looking at this right here. Can we just keep things simple, guys? Can we, like, baseball finally found something that's just pure. And that's this game. And before you know it, it's going to be, you see all these cornfields around, see all these things around this picture here. how long is it before this turns into skyscrapers and buildings and hotels and everything else? You're turning a game that really is attracting Major League Baseball fans because of the purity and the simplicity of it, and you're turning it into something crazy. There will not be a game next year. There will not be one because of the fact that they're trying to build all these features into it, right? Love Frank Thomas. He's a legend, right? But here's the thing. His Haven LLC, his company that he's doing, controlling interest of the field, Major League Baseball has already announced they won't play next year. Don't do this. Like, you know, it's important to keep what works to just what it should be. And that's like the essence of baseball. Baseball's already struggling to keep tabs with all the other major leagues. You got F1 coming in. You got all these other sports coming in that are like trying to grow. But here we are. We're taking one thing that really matters here and we're commercializing it. I mean, it's going to be a little city around this little complex here, and it's going to lose all its luster. So Major League Baseball, I hope this is the extent of everything that happens here with this Field of Dreams game. But this matters because just let the game, like, just enjoy what makes the game great. And that's the simplicity of it. And that's what this Field of Dreams is. That's what the feel good is. Don't let that go. That's all I got to say.
I like it, Chris. I like it. I like it that you brought it. I'm going to play devil's advocate for 1 second.
Okay.
And I want to specify I'm devil's advocate because I don't even believe what I'm saying necessarily. But this is what I would say in actually to compete with that. You argued at time like the average age is too old as far as the fan in baseball.
I know
right?
where you're going with this. I do.
Okay.
Yep.
What percentage of young people have even seen Field of Dreams?
It's
like
true.
they haven't even seen the movie.
No,
they don't
no.
even know what's going on right now. And when you talk about simplicity, I agree with you. I love the simplicity of baseball. I love that you can go on a nice summer evening. You can go to a baseball game with your friends. It's a relaxed environment. It's the perfect summer night. You go, you watch baseball, you have a beer in your hand, you have some food or whatever, and you just hang out and you enjoy yourselves. You relax. It's not intense. I agree with you. But I don't know if simplicity speaks to young audience anymore. While I will say this gets great ratings and I love this game for the sport and what it's done, I don't know if it's speaking to the young audience. I really don't. I don't know if it's hitting the young audience or it's just the older generation being like, I'll tune in for this because I love the movie.
I thought the same thing when I was putting this together because I was like, well, how is this going to affect how the young audience knows old movies like Field of Dreams? Because there's a nostalgia with the older population knowing that movie. Sure. And I was like, all right, so, you know, when it comes to this game, obviously this gets the most eyeballs of any other game. This is like parents maybe showing their kids, hey, this is what I used to watch. And I get that. But with this, I think there's also like an opportunity for the Major League Baseball. You have Gen Z or Gen X or all these weird generations that are the younger than us that know, like, have you seen some of the trends of like, oh, Polaroid cameras are coming back. Oh, records are coming back. Oh, all of these things, the nostalgia of like some of these old technologies that we used to know that don't exist anymore, but we are getting back into, our kids are getting back into. I think that that's also a place where like Major League Baseball can say, hey, like, you know, maybe there's some sort, and I don't know how that's done technically with the marketing and how that works, but if younger generations are going retro, and some of us have kids, you know, that are older in this chat, and if you do, and they're into some of these things, let us know in the chat because I'd be curious. But it's just interesting to think how Major League Baseball can use those eyeballs to reach a younger generation within like this space. It's fascinating. So
sure,
I don't know To your point, I don't know the answer to that, but at the same time, you got to capitalize on the eyeballs and who's watching.
And I think the older generation is watching with the younger generation when they're watching this. They're like, hey, let me tell you about this movie. This is why this is a big deal. This is why it matters. And it's really fun and it's exciting and it's cool. It's very cool.
If you think about it, what's the only... this is the most exciting thing. If you think about the course of the MLB season, this is like the most exciting, like, for most people, most Major League Baseball fans,
outside of your team competing for like a World Series.
But for the casual fan, like for me being a casual fan, like Rockies and Mets are my teams, right? But
maybe the All-Star, I mean, a lot of eyeballs still in the All-Star festivities.
I would say this is bigger than the All-Star, arguably. Like, I mean, based off of the numbers that I mentioned in the segment, like, it's just, for me, you gotta use this and just keep it what it is. It can't grow more than this. Like, it can't, like, you have to keep this as, like, even for the purest baseball fans.
I mean, keep that field exactly how it is. If you want to expand outside of that in the complex or whatever, no one needs to know that, right, Chris? Like, who cares? But that field should stay the exact same. The amount of stands you have and seats in that stadium should stay the exact same, and it should be just like that picture we see here. I agree with that beyond belief.
And for all of our younger fans, I want to hear from our younger fans of like people who are here in the chat that are like in the Gen Z, Gen X, all those generations. Like, you know, what are your friends saying? What are people saying about this? Because I'd be curious to see what they would think about, you know, keeping things more exciting with like these kind of style of games and whatever. So let me know. But go ahead, Scotty.
Well, Garrity says the problem with baseball is lack of flashy, unique plays.
Yep.
Ingrained in the sport. Like it or not, and the older generation will hate it, but like, quite frankly, I don't know who said it earlier, like Tatis is like a huge loss for Major League Baseball in general, because he's one of the flashiest players. He will go out of his way to over celebrate on a home run, and the pitcher will get mad or whatever, but we've seen countless pitchers get excited about strikeouts in big situations. So I don't know why we're so afraid of showing emotion in sports, because the fans are emotional, right, Chris? If you're truly engaged in the sport, you have an emotional attachment to it. You have an emotional attachment to your team. So your team showing emotion or hitting a home run, your player, or the other team, the pitcher having a big strikeout when there's runners on base in a close game, all of that, in my mind, is a good thing. Yep. Thank you for the Shaq Shimmy.
P3P. What's going on? Who's your team and where you're from? I'd like to get to know you a little bit.
All of that is good. I think emotion is good, especially with the younger generation. You need emotion. You need excitement. You need something more than just like, you know, the old laws of baseball where, oh, don't show another guy up. Don't do this or that. I don't think that plays anymore. I think you need the emotion, the spectacle, the, hey, I hit a home run and it's a big deal and I'm going to celebrate it. I think that's what the younger generation wants, whether people like it or not. That's who they need to start catering to, and they need to adjust it. And these pitchers that get upset, or these players or whoever that's like, get off my lawn, people that are like, don't you dare show me up. That's not in the history of the sport. I don't care. Let people celebrate. If you gave up a home run, don't be mad about how they celebrate. Be mad that you gave up the home run. And if you got struck out, don't be mad at how they celebrate the strikeout. Be mad that you struck out.
You need to grow. You need to grow in a lot of ways.
For the sport, for people to see emotion in the players. And I think that's a lot of times what's lacking in baseball. You don't see the emotion because it's frowned upon. It's like the rules of baseball. You don't show emotion. Start showing emotion.
Have to.
Do it.
Tatis getting popped doesn't help the younger fans staying tuned in. He
100%.
was the youth connection, says Uzi. Welcome in, Uzi. It's
Agreed.
been a while. Miss you, buddy. Yeah, they got to end the blackouts. Yeah, totally.
Blackouts are an issue, but blackouts are a thing in like every sport. It's just more pronounced in baseball because they play every day.
Nah, just like the NBA's play-in tourney, once you have a good new idea, it's full go on the commercialization. I know it's a business, but read the room, perhaps. True. Yeah, I 100% agree. Like baseball should recognize that this is special. Like, I mean, the NHL, there was someone else that said in the chat earlier as well about the NHL doing the outdoor games in like Lake Tahoe and like doing the retro jerseys and like all the fun things with that event. That's what brings more fans to hockey. That's what brings more young kids to like seeing something new and fresh that they may not have seen from a normal telecaster, like a arena, whatever. It's cool to see some of the new things, and I think that's part of it.
And P3P has a good point. Recently fell in love with baseball. My addiction with MLB The Show, Diamond Dynasty made me fall in love with the game. I think MLB The Show is an absolute asset that Major League Baseball needs to continue to take advantage of. Because I think that's a really, really solid gameplay, and like playing like in the franchise edition of that and how people can get entrenched with that and grow their love of baseball with the younger generation through MLB The Show is a monumental factor. Like that's a huge factor. And that's where another avenue that they can grow beyond belief is like putting everything you have into making sure MLB The Show is great year to year, and you have updates and you have new things, so people are buying the game and they fall in love with it in that regard, like P3P did. Yeah, no, and there's a lot of truth to that too. And hey, thank you.
Every year I will ask for the day off when the Field of Dreams game is played. I will always look forward to the intros loudly crying, loudly crying, loudly crying.
Yeah, see, that's what makes it special. PP3 P3. How old are you? I'm just curious. Like, if you're younger, that makes my point of trying to reach the younger generations and trying to get people interested in this and too. But
you can give a range if you don't want to give the exact age.
Totally. It's up to you. But you know, like it's just part of my point of like getting younger people involved in something that video games are huge. You know, you have MLB The Show. You have.
I'm 10 million.
Oh, that's a deep range.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. I mean,
did it close at 31?
There we go. We have breaking news. We got 1,000.
Usually I hear those, Chris. I don't even hear those tonight.
Oh, really?
Usually, yeah. I'm not hearing those. The bitty comments.
It's part of it, I guess. I don't know.
But thank you, P3.
By the way, P3 is a Dodgers because I'm from LA. He says also City of Angels, go Dodgers, go Athletics. Dodgers come from LA. Athletics because my fam is from Oakland and I love their history. There you go. Nice. Welcome in. We got West Coast on this in the house. Let's go.
I think at times it must be boring to be a Dodger fan during the regular season, but at least you get to watch playoff baseball. And then
year, football, who you like. We actually have a lot of contests going on. By the way, hit that follow button if you guys have not already. We have a lot of you guys in the chat, so make sure you hit that follow button. My name is Chris. This is Scott. We are your host for the Action Lab. We are a premier sports and entertainment talk show on Twitch. When it comes to sports, it's like chatting with your friends.
Oof.
Chris,
you just maybe it muted because of the biddies.
Raiders.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Bad news, P3. Join us again, but you have a Broncos and Chiefs fan right here. So
yeah, so
we can agree to disagree there.
I live in Denver. I'm in Broncos. Scotty lives in Denver as well, but he's a Chiefs fan. So we have a lot of AFC West rivalries going on in the chat and here on the stream. So you're in the right place. EU Raiders, says G.
Raiders.
The Raiders. Yeah. There you go. PP. I say PP. Like
I love that you call him PP.
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 Let's see. Hell, I'm 21, and if some network gets the rights to 2023 apart from Rogers, then maybe I can watch this. What?
Wait, apart from Rogers, what are we talking about here?
Let's
Football
go.
Wife did say sub to the channel so Scotty will
True.
grow a beard.
Guys.
That's a good point, guys. We are 15 subs away between now and through next stream in order for me to grow a beard through Halloween.
Yeah.
Never let my facial hair go even a full month in my life, and I'm old. Older than P3 here. Let's just put it that way.
Hit us up on all of our socials here, and also hit us up on our contests. There we go. Do we have...
I saw your boy Russ Westbrook at Disneyland the other day.
Oh, Russ Westbrook.
Describe our boy.
He's not... He's
What
probably...
do you mean by our boy?
I mean, we're Nuggets fans, so we have no connection to Russie over there. But
We are Russ fans. Weren't Russ fans before the Lakers. Weren't Russ fans ever. And no.
we don't mess around with Russ here.
But
But
cool that he's spending his time at Disneyland instead of working on his jump shot. Oh, he
Russ
said my bad,
Wilson.
Russ Wilson. That makes sense. He was probably eating a lot of turkey legs, Chris, because he's getting fat.
he's not fat. Get out of
He's
here. Get
getting
it.
fat.
Oh my.
Chris?
No.
Russ Wilson's fat.
You-
That's
you-
why he couldn't even play yesterday.
You're living
he's
in
too fat.
like Twilight Zone over here. Like,
Yeah,
you're
Cuban
living in...
Benny has a good like Cuban Benny's like, was Russ allowed to get on all the rides? And he's arguing because of his height. I would argue his height and weight are an issue.
Cuban, I thought you were on the Broncos side here. I thought I had some backup here.
Oh
no.
no.
15 out of 25.
And instantly Devil Doc's ready to update. Like, here we are, we're at 15.
I'm keeping track here. Just additionally, there you go, Scotty. Thank you so much, G girl. By the way,
I appreciate all the subs. It feels like people don't want to see my face though, or at least half of it, Chris. It's kind of what it feels like, which I get. It's not great. It's not a great face. It's average at best.
you know. Let's see.
Chairman, I feel like you set the bar too low. Can I change it mid? I can't change it mid.
I can't. No. So we are at 15 out of 25. We have 10 more subs between now and the next stream till Scotty has to keep his beard intact as is till October 31st, till Halloween. By the way, Scotty's birthday's coming up, and my birthday is right before Halloween. So that would be a perfect birthday gift for me around Halloween to see what it looks like. And it would be a great birthday gift for Scotty here.
Would it be a better gift if I had a better beard than you at your birthday?
You won't have a better beard than me. I guarantee that is never going to happen.
Roger.
I agree. Not gonna be great. The jokes on these people, it may not even show up on stream. It's gotta be the right camera angle.
What's up, Human
Yes,
Juke? What's up, buddy? How we doing, bro?
Inching closer and closer. Hell, Rogers Sportsnet. Oh, you're talking Toronto, Canada.
Oh my gosh! Let's give a shout out to Human Juke, who actually is Human Juke. We raid on multiple occasions. If you like some entertaining music, hit up Human Juke. Give him a follow.
October, the Dodgers will already be in the World Series.
Sometimes we raid, and I think our watchers like that stream a little more than ours, Chris. It actually gets me concerned to stream, like, continue to send people that direction because they won't watch us anymore.
It's so true. Yeah. No. Welcome in, Human Juke. Hell. By October, the Dodgers will already be in the World Series, says P3. Yeah,
okay.
He's calling a shot.
At least, Chris, you're calling them P3 instead of PP.
PP. It's been, yeah. Hey, Human Juke, what's going on, buddy? G girl. Yeah, so that's where we're at here. Hype train. We have a hype train going. Let's football wife. King Loda.
There's 0% chance at this point at 17 out of 25. What percent chance after next stream do we not get to 25?
What happens when you cross an angry sheep and an angry...
I would keep it running, guys. Like, let's keep going, but I am growing a beard.
P3's throwing his what happens when you cross an angry sheep and an angry cow? You get two animals with a bad mood.
Bad mood. I get it. Chris, I didn't even ask my wife's permission to grow a beard. This is going to be a problem.
Damn. And we're at 16
permission.
25? 16
17 according to Devil Doctor.
Yeah,
17. Yeah, we had 15 and then two singles there. That is in fact 17, Chris. I checked the math. Devil Doc's on it. I can't wait until he shaves it off and keeps the mustache. I'll do that. I don't care. I don't care. I will do that.
Your wife, you will care.
Oh yeah, but she's trapped. She's in for the long haul.
It's a trap.
Scotty, if she says no, we've seen her do what she wants. Thank you, Chairman. It's a good point. I'll do it as long as I retain my marriage, guys. But the moment she's like, shave it or we're divorced, I might have to shave. Because I would be a lost puppy on my own, guys.
I can't wait till he shaves it off and keeps the mustache. Scotty,
I'll keep it.
If she says no, we've seen her. Do what she wants.
Yep.
Scotty didn't have to overpay in that beard negotiation. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't have the funds. I'm already in debt.
Well,
with my wife. I'm always in debt. I don't even know how husbands are like not in debt with their wives at all times.
It happens. But hey, that's where we're going to leave it tonight, guys. We have a big show coming up on Wednesday. Make sure you guys join in with us here on the Action Lab. We have so much to get to, and we're gonna be announcing some fantasy football. Guys, if you guys are not in the fantasy football mix, go ahead and join our Discord and make sure. Touchdown! Let's go. We are almost to football season, guys. Join our Discord if you had not already. If you want to be part of our fantasy football, it's a first come, first serve basis. We're only having 2 12-team leagues. So that's it. If you're not in the mix on that, make sure you join in. We also have contests, Devil Doc through and Pick'em and Survivor. Those are free. No matter how many people we get to enter, that is for sure the way to join in and win some free prizes. It's free. What's better than free, Scotty?
I mean, and the opportunity to beat Chris. You won't beat me, but you could easily beat Chris. And that'd be fun. Bragging rights.
Scotty talks a lot of shit, but he never
I
really.
remember our last contest. Was like our playoff fantasy, and I finished in first, but I got 0 prizes, Chris. 0 prizes for finishing in first.
Let's just say Scotty's got his work cut out for him this year.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not worried. But thank you guys so much for all of the love tonight. We will be getting all of these contests worked out. Join our Discord. Join all of our fantasy football, Survivor, and Pick'em leagues. You won't regret it. And then also we'll be back here Wednesday with some more hot topics, with some hot news that's going to be popping off in the sports world. We're going to be talking more NFL. We're getting week by week. I'm sure there's stuff happening on Hard Knocks we're going to touch on. We're going to get into all the details. Here we go, Cuban.
Let's hear it.
Cuban, actually, he makes a good point. Let's hear it for Winton Bernard. Oh, that was biddies. I'll let that say it. I don't hear the biddies, Chris.
I know. It'll be fixed next time. Let's hear it for when a great story. 11-year minors finally got called up at the age of 31.
We had a Rockies org meeting on Friday where our GM Bill Schmidt announced how that guy was coming up in his story. Super cool story, guys. Like, honestly, this dude has been around the block. He was a 35th round draft pick 11 years ago. Made it to a couple 40-man rosters, but never, ever made it to the major leagues until yesterday, actually. Got the call up with the Rockies, was leading the PCL, which is the AAA league that the Rockies are in batting average, deserved it. Like, this wasn't just a token invite. This was like he earned it. Like, there were literally guys in the clubhouse with the AAA team. Once it was announced that was crying, there were guys in the major league roster crying. Like, that's the type of story baseball needs to actually like get out there more. Like, it's such a cool story. The emotion, the amount of effort he's put in, seems like an awesome dude and has done everything right in his career. And finally, after 11 years of hard work, finally gets up to the big leagues, gets his start on Friday. Did get a hit on Friday night. Unfortunately, it was a hit that had to be reviewed. He was called out at first on an infield single. It was the worst call I've ever seen. He was safe by a mile. It was an easy call to fix. But anyway, those are the stories like baseball needs to make sure to like put out there. Like, I'm explaining because I don't think most people have heard of it, but it's super amazing story that you don't get in other sports. Like, no other sport has a minor league system where a guy's going to hang around for 11 years and then finally get called up. And the emotion and the amount of effort you've put into that moment to achieve that, so cool. So cool.
By the way, thank you, Cuban, for the bits. Do we get a raid? I also haven't seen a raid all of a sudden. I didn't see any raid come through, so
I didn't see it, but they had to endure my rant right there, so I apologize if anyone.
Hey guys, we are gonna send you guys over once we finish the stream to Mitch Bruzis. He is absolutely incredible. He has like a drum set. He has like a rotating camera around his thing. We like to send you guys to some fun streams at the end of the night.
He has what? A rotating camera around what?
Around his like drums and his his music setup, everything else. Guys, cool. He crushes. We like to end your night on a fun music side of things. So we're gonna go ahead and raid him here. Guys, we will be live. Again, my name is Chris. This is Scott. We are your host for the Action Lab, your premier sports and entertainment talk show on Twitch. It's like talking with your friends with sports and everything else, but your friends are all over the world. So that's what we are for you guys. Hit that follow button if you have not already. We're going to send you over to Mitch. Make sure you give him some love as well. We will be back here live on Wednesday night. We have a lot in store for you, so don't miss out. And we're going to have a lot of fun. So go ahead. Let's have some fun the rest of this night. We're going to get you through the rest of your weekend. However, I need you to do a couple things for me. I need you guys to go be a good person and go live in the moment for a little bit, just a little bit. Put down the phone, enjoy the people around you, enjoy all the people that are, you're hanging out with, your family, your friends, whoever that may be, because we don't do that enough. Go enjoy nature, go enjoy something. Put the phones down and just enjoy the week. We will see you back here Wednesday. Love you guys.
Love you all. Thank you so much. We'll see you back here on Wednesday. And Cuban, love supporting the little people like Amaranth. She's an up-and-comer for sure.
Absolutely. We need to do a hot tub stream, by the way. All right. Love you guys. On that note, we are out. Have a good night.
Good night, guys.